wrong recording.
Okay.
About the last time. What's up, guys? So we are on episode 7 on Online Survival 4, and we were catching up a little bit before we started recording, but Susan is with us. Yay!
Hey.
I was starting to think that everyone hated us.
No. Heck no. You can't hate you guys. Are you serious? No way.
But so how did you guys feel like before we start watching this? How did you feel about this episode that came out?
That
We'll
was
just go.
bizarre. That was crazy. It was crazy. I still don't like. I understand kind of how the votes went, but it's.
Yeah.
I don't really. Yeah, that was nuts. That was
Yeah.
nuts.
At the time thinking that was the most shocking part of what I thought was going to happen. So that to me was
Right.
like the turning point. Like I knew that
Yeah.
I knew going into that episode it was just like this is gonna be the one where it's just like everything
Absolutely.
because I was just like Emily, like
Yeah,
Emily's like the
that
most
was bizarre.
sweetest, and then I was just like, and then that's what I was just thinking. I was just like, how did this even happen? So it was just good to see it because the vote part was just like, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I did not understand it. And it was just like, Emily had that to play.
Yep.
I remember her
Yep.
telling me she had that. And I remember her telling it, but I feel like she damn near kind of started losing confidence in her own thought of what to do. Like she got so,
Oh, yeah, she could have played
connected.
that. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I think
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know why, and I don't see why she got so connected to Ashley when Ashley was very standoffish with her. So I was just kind of like, I don't know why
Yeah.
she kind of believed that plan would work.
Yeah, that was bizarre.
Yeah, no, it was definitely, yeah, a weird vote. And I think maybe it's just because Riaza was pushing me so hard to get voted out. And I'm wondering if that kind of like solidified them or like maybe them working together a little more. I'm not really sure. But
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know, but Riazzo played everybody.
oh yeah.
Riaza was
Well,
hilarious when I looked. I didn't know he was doing that much. I felt that Riaza was
I was
definitely getting himself in a
speculating.
trap because he just kept spinning. I bet he forgot everything he said at that point, and that's because he was doing so many things. I'm just like, I don't think he remembered half the stuff.
Yes, yes. So, okay, so Susan, I feel like we haven't had you on in a bit. So, like, when was the last episode that you were on with us for the reaction video? Was it the
It
Jason
was like the
episode?
second one. No, it was after Jason, I
It was
think.
after Jason. Okay.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
did you how did you feel throughout the whole entire process? Because I know like it seemed like maybe like I hurt some feelings between like both you and Ashley, and like that was definitely not my intention. But like how were you like feeling about that as far as like when
I
I was
when you
like
what?
confronting you guys, I guess, of like what happened? Like what was your like initial
Oh,
thought?
I figured you guys would be mad, but it was like, but I figured when you guys heard what happened, I mean, maybe you
Yeah,
would not be so mad. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right, right.
I was totally shocked when they told me that he was going to vote me out. Everybody was going to vote me out. I was just like, I was like,
Yeah,
oh wow, you know what I mean? That's why
right.
I. That's why I said, you know, like just I'll just vote, like just you know, I'll just get off the game, you know, just vote me, you know. And
Right.
then I went over there to, you know, and the other team, and then Ashley was so darn like I was going to call it a day, you know what I mean? That was going to be it for me. And then you
Yeah.
heard, you know, Ashley's like, "Oh no," like, you know, but now I look back and it's like she only was doing that for her own benefit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It
Yes.
wasn't to help me,
Yes.
you know what I
But
mean? So
did
basically,
you
yeah.
feel like I was like coming at you guys? Did you feel
No.
like I was like
No.
being like rude or disrespectful? Because I like
No,
want to get
because
like perspective
no,
off
because
of
I figured no, I figured you didn't. I mean, if you would have seen like if you would have been there, I guess like to see like you would have felt probably the same way I did. You know what I mean?
it. Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like it was like okay, they're gonna all vote me out, so I might as well just vote myself out. Like tell everybody to vote me out. You know what I mean? And you guys can play the game. You know, because it was
Right.
like kind of obvious. But no, I never was mad at anybody really. I was more butthurt about Jason and me. You know what I mean? Because he you know, I really thought that he liked me, you know what I mean? And I mean he did, but
Yeah.
he, you know what I'm saying? That's where I got
Yeah.
screwed up. That's where I
Yeah.
got screwed up right away, you know?
Yeah. Well, and
It
I
was just
think
like,
what
"Oh
and I
wow."
I think like we go back to it and we're just like it wasn't like you weren't part of the team. It's just you weren't a part of like our alliance, but you were a part of Jason's alliance. And so
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's where it gets like very misconstrued because it's like because during the episodes like Ashley talks about loyalty and all of that and like we were very much like wanting you and Riazo to be like across the finish line like with us and getting all the
Right.
rest of
That was my
the
choice. Yeah, what I
yeah.
did was my choice. It's nobody's fault but mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like nobody can blame anybody for anything. You know what I mean? I
Well,
would have
I
done the
think
same thing if I was you guys. You know what I mean?
well, I'm
I would have
curious.
done the exact same thing.
Did you ever think about like coming to like me or Dom or even Emily and just being like, hey, like guys, I kind of messed up that vote, but I'm still very much like this
No,
team.
because I really was pissed off at Jason because you know what I mean?
Okay,
So I wasn't feeling bad about that vote because of how he,
okay,
you know, now that I look back, Aaron definitely understand why I felt the way I did. You know what I mean?
sure, yeah,
But
yeah,
it was like I wasn't going to take back that vote at all. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Because that was oh well. You know what I mean? It's like you were going to do me, so I'm
right,
going to do you.
right.
That's why I'm still voting Dom. You know what I mean? It's like, well, he voted me in
Yeah,
episode 2, so I'm going to vote him all the way. You know, like.
yeah. And
But
I was like,
I
and
never got mad at. I was just the only person that hurt my feelings was Jason in the second episode about. But you guys were
right.
all good. You know what I mean? It was a game. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Well,
And I
and
was
I
just
feel like that was like the hindrance for me because it's like I was like loyal to a fault. So it's like
you
it really
were.
didn't matter like what was going on with Dom. Like, but I was
Yeah.
like, Dom, I have his back all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were loyal, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Emily was going to be the next one to get away from you guys, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean, you guys were to the end, you know what I mean? You guys were definitely there, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't part of that 4. It was obvious, you know what I mean? But it's like that's probably why he switched me teams. That's why he probably took me off the team and put me in that other team. Nick.
Right.
You know what
But
I mean? Like
I'm wondering because like you and I never made an alliance and like, but I'm wondering
no.
like, would you ever like, did you ever consider that? Was
Well,
it
yeah,
like,
I thought the whole team was an alliance. You know what I
okay,
mean? Yeah,
okay,
that's where my thoughts were. And I
okay,
had one time talked to Emily and Riazo. Like those
okay.
were the first
I
2
remember
people I ever
that.
came in contact with, you know what I mean? So I just
Right,
thought we'd all try to stay to the end. And then Jason did that and I was just like, well, fuck it. Excuse me. You know, screw
right.
everybody. Like, you know what I mean? Like now what do I do? Because now they're pissed off because I just took out Jason. We all like Jason, you know what I mean? I like
Right.
Jason, you know what I mean? Like
Well,
so it's
it's
like
so curious because like in the beginning, Jason says, he's for the team, but he will also do whatever it takes to win. So I'm
right.
wondering if he was in the game, how differently would it have gone? Because like if he
Who knows?
considered me a strong player, if he considered like Dom a strong player, like I wonder if like we would have been the target from like the beginning. And like if
Oh,
he would have had like
possibly.
everybody
Yeah.
wrapped around, like so it's
Yeah,
like
he
Yeah,
it
it'd be
was
a
won't.
good
so
question to have Jason to
interesting.
ask him that because because
Yeah,
I
we
can
got
see
to
he
ask
had
him because,
because he
yeah.
was running things, but I
Right.
think that's when it switched after
Yeah,
he
he
got.
started getting all crazy. I mean, not, crazy, but I mean, he was,
But yeah, he started. I think you're right. He got
yeah.
too with the power, and I think he took it. He
Sure.
definitely didn't
Right. He
think
was
that
like,
through.
okay,
It's
Susan,
just
why
like
don't,
them two,
yeah, like,
us.
okay,
It's just
Susan,
like
why don't you
we
play this time? And he did say
yeah.
that to me a couple times. And the only reason I had
Well,
Mary and Ashley play that time is because I really remember they were good players. And I go, okay, here's a new
right,
team. Go ahead and play. You know what I mean? Like
right,
it wasn't that I didn't want to play half them things. It's like,
We lost
first off,
we
I
didn't
didn't want to
lose
mess
that
up.
challenge.
I
Yeah.
didn't want to mess up because if I messed up, I'd be voted out. You know what I mean? So I didn't know it
well,
was such a big deal to play in the challenges. I mean, when they asked who was going to
right,
play, like, I didn't really have a clue that that's what you're really supposed to do. You know what I mean? Like
right.
I
Well,
know you, I don't know. Like I didn't want to mess
Jason,
up.
he honestly, like, he did listen to reason though when you came at him with something, but it's like you would kind of have to like very like kind of just come at him and say not like in a disrespectful way, but just like kind of like keep him in the loop with things, and he was usually really receptive of it. So it's like
And he
I'm
just started
wondering
getting
if
mad at me. No, he just started getting mad at me. He goes, "Oh, I gave her a chance to play. Like, who the heck are you? You're not God. Like,
right, But
You
I
know what
still
I
feel
mean?
like you
Like,
guys
You
like
are not
didn't
God.
have that conversation with each other. And it was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
and it was like people were starting to get in your ear. And for me personally, I just felt a little bit responsible for Jason's elimination because I told him to trust Ashley when we had that initial meeting. And
Okay,
so
yeah,
that
well,
was
maybe
like,
he listened to you. I don't know. Like if he listened to you on that, I
well,
don't know.
he had two different people saying trust Ashley. He had Tabitha, which they didn't have like a lot of credibility, but then you had me, which was his main alliance, was like, yeah,
Which is
trust
crazy that you
Ashley.
said that.
Right. And it was just like so because I thought like initially, hey, like we could trust this person, like especially when we have the merge, but like that backfired and I definitely felt responsible and I felt like so bad. Like when
Did
that
you? Oh
happened.
no. He
I was
made his
like,
own choice. He made his own choice. He wanted to play.
no.
He wanted them to play. He didn't want to vote them out because he wanted them to play because they were such good players. But that doesn't even make any sense to me.
Nah,
Like
dude, I would have
if they're
I would
good players, that you should get them out of there. Like really,
I I
you know,
think
like
honestly, I probably would have gotten Mary out before Ashley in that vote, but like,
yeah.
cause that would have been like my initial thought, but I'm like, it's
Well, now
okay.
in this episode, Ashley's going back and like saying that I didn't do anything with Susan. You know what I mean? It's like first
Yeah.
it was like she did everything. You know what I mean? And now she's done nothing. Like okay, like
Well, I was telling Dom too, like that last when that tribal when I was confronting you and Ashley, the words got misconstrued apparently that I said that I didn't like her, but in realization I never said that I didn't like her. I just said that I don't have trust for you anymore.
yeah,
And that like
nobody.
and
Yeah,
that switched to
nobody.
like I don't like you.
Yeah, nobody said anything like that except
Yeah.
Muggsy. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like we never, none of us said like I hate you. Like besides
Right.
Muggsy, like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
but
no, yeah.
that's the gameplay that she decided to go with when she spoke to Tabitha about that. So I thought that was really interesting because I was like, I had to like go back and like listen to that myself. I was like, I don't remember ever saying I don't like someone in this
I wish
episode.
we could see. I wish we could see all of the everything. You know what I mean?
I
Because
know.
Nick edited out quite a bit. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy. That is
Yeah,
crazy.
because we're not. There's certain things that I know that when I talk to somebody or whatever, it's not there. You know what I mean?
We're
So
gonna get started
Up into it.
and Dom, I'm gonna have to see your drawing skills, bro. Like
Yo, them
the
nuggets.
hell.
The nuggets.
The fries too. What was that?
That's a fry though. I'm just thinking
that was
like
okay. You guys were still happy though. You guys were the best players, really, just being happy the whole time. You know what I mean?
because of my jaw, I'm like, this is crazy.
And I just look half the time. I'm just like looking like duh, like.
Yo, see, but I felt so bad. I was like, is she okay?
No,
I remember, I
I was
remember
always
that.
fine.
I think we had a chat about that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
funny. I know. No, that's just my look. You know what I mean? I wasn't even smoking weed. I don't smoke weed at all. Like I might have had like a couple beers, like I do, you
Yeah,
know.
I
But
might have hide again.
yeah, Heineken, yeah.
I'm like, I don't drink. I don't do anything. I don't even fucking eat meat. So
Yeah.
Oh man.
Give you all a moment to chat, then I have to announce something else.
he's the wizard.
What the heck?
Yeah, none of us know what to say.
I know.
That you were talking about. I have to chat.
Me and Emily saw right through that.
Yeah. Like, right.
Everyone's sorry through that. She didn't have an idol.
I mean, she has a pretty calm personality until you like get her triggered. So
Yeah.
Muggsy.
and I don't think it's gonna be boring now. I mean, I think it's still gonna be interesting.
Oh, yeah,
It's
we
just
don't
not
have
gonna be disrespectful.
Yeah,
It's not gonna be rude.
Bro, we didn't call each other bitches.
Because Tabitha's not here, but that's on Tabitha, so.
Oh.
You all need to choose a partner for tomorrow.
I
Whoever
go
wants to
Ashley.
choose first can, if not, I will randomize it. You can choose Tabitha. I mean, will she be at the challenge? We'll find out. That could be a good choice, but she says she will try.
And now I try to speak up first on everything.
If you want to volunteer to be a partner.
I'll choose
I was
Ashley.
like, I will give you that. You definitely did speak up on all these other challenges. That's so funny.
Emily, do you want to
I
work
know.
together?
Yeah, I was gonna say we also.
Riazo and Emily. That leaves Mary, Rita, Dom, Tabitha.
Down with, I mean, Rita, you know, I'm down with you.
I was like, I don't want to work with anyone else.
I'm like, I'm not working with them. I'm thinking they're just gonna them lose the damn thing. That's what I was thinking. I was like, if I work with them, they'll damn near switch it to make us lose.
Hey, how are ya? I'm so sorry about the other day, man. I was like, traveling.
I would get so like Canadian for a second right here.
And stuff, so I apologize.
What's up?
Yeah, so she has like this super Canadian moment. She's yeah, like
It's
sometimes
so
she'll have,
funny.
it's sometimes she'll have like a different voice and then she'll get like super Canadian. And it's the
Throughout
funniest thing.
this whole like season, like I hear like spurts of like her being from Canada, and it's so cute.
It is. She's very, I felt like she had a booth or something. Like I was just like,
I know. I don't know. I couldn't figure out where she was at. Like,
and she was everywhere, right?
Yeah. No, so I'm sorry, our chat got cut short.
So you enjoying Vegas though? How was that?
Oh, it's been so good. I was at the Grand Canyon yesterday. That was like amazing. It was, yeah, it didn't even feel real. It's like everything's just so like majestic, and like you look at it, it all looks like a painting. And
So we got Muggsy out,
It
so
does.
we got that boat in, so how do you feel about that?
yeah, I actually made the boat last night. I again like just traveling and stuff. I couldn't make all the other stuff, but I was like, no, I need to come in and boat. So
Yeah, that's what I was like, yeah, if you can, because I was thinking, damn it, if you go, like, get in it, does that mean you're gonna be automatically out? That would suck, so.
yeah, no, I did get a chance to go in and pop in my boat last night, so I made sure that I was up for that. So yeah, I got all caught up on that and stuff. So yeah, how is everybody else feeling strategically, the game moving forward?
Everything's feeling kind of good. I think there's kind of, you know, now it's just kind of like where it goes now. You know what I'm saying? Based on kind of how the separation now is kind of individuals, but now we have this team game coming up. So things just kind of just filling out, you know.
no. Oh, so. Shh.
Oh, it's
Okay.
okay.
I gotta put you on mute or something. Hold on.
How was tribal council last night?
Tribal council was cool. I mean, it was
She just cut you off. Ashley just cut you off.
I was gonna ask because you kind of like changed your demeanor when she came in. Were you like, did you change, or was it just like a?
Definitely changed because you know Ashley comes at me like every single time, and then she'll be trying to like flip it. So I'll be like, I just get irked right there. I'll be like, there go Ashley about to say something about, well, what about this? Or what about, because you know, like she, like before the last episode, before this last one, we get into that whole big thing. Like, what do you mean you guys were like some team thing? And Riazzo's like, hey guys, stop. And we're like, Riazzo, then Mike's like, shut up, Riazzo. That was so funny because it just started getting a little like, hold on. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
it's funny
definitely got a
because he
little
was
nasty.
like, it was like funny because he was just like, guys, he was like, stop it, but he was fully like smiling while he was saying
Yeah. And that's why Muggsy was saying it like that, because I think she even said it like he is just Riazzo was so funny. Because I felt like I'm like Riazzo's just like he's the son that you know be doing bad, but you just
I
kind of let him do it.
know.
That's how I felt. I'm like, he's just like my child, and I know he ain't up to no good, but I'll ignore it because he's just young, and
Bro.
I love just seeing his spirit.
Riazzo, I'm gonna put you in the corner.
Exactly.
Oh, I know.
Out of the corner, Riazzo. Look at the wall for 30 seconds so we can figure it out.
So bad.
Oh, see,
It was interesting.
and look at her face, man. She's so mad.
Kind of like.
Yes, it is.
Nick asked again, excuse me, I'm sorry, just because I need to get Tabitha told here. Nick asked Rita how she felt about me.
Oh, here we go. Here's the.
Oh,
I didn't like her.
And apparently she wanted to work with me until she felt like I was distrustful because I orchestrated Susan to turn against Jason or something. I'm like, that's not how that went. So apparently Rita doesn't like me, and
I don't like her. So we never solidified to actually work together. We were just like, hey, we're exchanging like kind of like just normal like casualties, like, hey, we're friendly with each other, like blah 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 blah. But it wasn't like we solidified working together. Because if you kind of go back on those other episodes too, I was never in her top 5, and I definitely wasn't in her top 3. So it was just like, and so for me, yeah, like I don't know, what am I supposed to do? Like trust someone that got one of my teammates out?
Like,
Yeah.
bruh, like, yeah, like you know what it is with us. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, why do you act like you know? It's just like you know that you play for the other team.
Right.
Don't,
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't be
there was a
coming in
divide.
shocked.
There was a divide right there. You know
Mhm.
what I mean?
Right. Well, and it
Yeah.
was constantly like I felt like every time, like in any time like she talked to someone, it was like she was speaking of like who was the villain and who was the victim of the
I
situation.
agree.
And
Yeah.
in realization, we were all just playing the game. Like
That's what I was gonna say.
there was no villain
Yeah.
or victim. It was just like a hey guys, like this is how we're playing, and some people were playing better than others. Like Riazo and Ashley played this game beautifully. And like there were like we would have not known some of these moves unless
Oh
like
yeah.
you
Yeah,
know
for sure.
unless we got more like involved, and I feel like we just weren't involved enough with that. So
No, yeah, there was so much. I know Riazo was doing a lot, but the amount of traps he was setting, and
Oh
how you
yeah,
ended up,
I
yeah,
know.
like that with the Emily thing. Like there was just so much that I just looking back at it, I was like, I wouldn't have seen half of that coming.
No,
I
me neither.
know. Same.
After I had let it go, something else came up and she was saying something about like being loyal. And I'm like, but that's the thing. If you were being loyal, how could you be upset at me? And like, I didn't attack you. I gave Susan the ammo to fight for herself.
Ashley, question real quick.
See, and I think this is why, oh
so-
shit, this is why I'm asking you, Susan, do you felt like I attacked you guys? Because that was
Never.
like kind of like verbiage that she used. So that was like, and if you felt like I did, I genuinely
I do not
apologize.
recall. I don't
Something
recall
you did.
any time. No, I never recall you at all, like getting on me. I mean, at all. I don't know. I mean, I was
Okay.
never mad at you. No, I thought you were mad at me. You know what I mean? Because of
No.
Jason. So I was never mad at any of you guys, really, except Dom.
No.
Yeah, so you know,
No,
it's
and
not
I
me.
think the most that for me, like, and I'm wholeheartedly like this as a like an actual individual too in real life. It's like for
Yeah.
me, I just like people to take accountability. And so it was just like, I don't really care if you did something. It's like just be accountable for it so we can like move past it. Cause it was like I had to be the one that like was taking the
Well,
responsibility for this.
we never got to
And
talk though. Me and you never
I
got to talk
know,
after that.
I
You know what
know.
I mean? Or I would have told you exactly how it went down. I don't think we talked. I don't remember, but
I don't think so. Well, I think we talked once. I think I asked you
okay.
once about it, and then I was just kind of like going through like again like what happened in that
Yeah.
tribal council, and then that's when like I was like I don't trust Ashley, or I don't have trust for her, and then and then she switched it and said I did not like her, which was not true.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Gave Susan
Gotcha.
the ammo to fight for herself.
Ashley, question real quick. Were you just telling Dom about like Rita and stuff, like what you were saying?
Well, I was telling Tabitha, who she asked him how
Got it.
tribal was, and he was, oh, well, it was good. No, it wasn't good.
Did you throw Rita's name out?
I told Tabitha what happened with Rita.
Oh, alright.
I want Tabitha to understand that Rita
Yeah,
is.
'cause Dom and Rita like confirmed, like.
No, that's fine, and that's okay, but I want to make sure that everybody understands, I picked up exactly.
No, ride or die, man.
And I told her, I didn't attack you, Rita, and I was willing to work with you, and I did not attack you in any way when the stuff.
But see, again, I never said that she attacked me. That's
Right,
like the,
No,
that's what I was
she
that's
saying.
the
she was
weird part
adding
about
on
that,
too.
dude.
No, she added on a lot of stuff during this whole thing.
We were
Added-
projecting
Yeah.
super. Like we got into it, I'm like, you're just projecting, saying like we just mad this master plan. I'm like, what? You are turning this into like way more. And I'm like, I get the
Yeah.
angle, but I was just like, this. That's what I said. You can see my face. I'd be like, here she go, about to be some
I mean,
super.
why is she even still talking about me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah,
she's
like-
still,
It was
yeah.
the angle to kind of create that force of like she had. It was just almost like hypnosis. Like she had Mary just like that. She had Tabitha still on it, and the
Yeah.
Riazo.
Yeah,
I think
she
once
had
she
me.
saw
She
Riazo
had
was kind
me
of doing
too. You
his
know what I
thing.
mean? But
Yeah.
yeah, she had me too. Basically, you know, till like I think till that this is like the last episode. I don't know. Like I'll see.
I
Like,
honestly would love for her to just come on here just to
yeah,
like
she
see
talks.
like, what
He has comments on
I
things, I
know.
think. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
so
so
wanted
seen
to
him,
see
and
like
she got
her
pretty upset at
mindset.
some of those lives.
Yeah. And I want to see like her mindset kind of just like throughout this whole thing of like what like because you know how like sometimes when you speak to people like one
yeah.
person says one thing but then the other person hears something else.
Oh
And
yeah,
that's
for sure.
that's what I feel like what was going on, and it was like a constantly like a jab 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 like someone's jabbing. So I want to
Yep, right
know
hook.
like
Yep.
I wish
what
everybody would get their butts on here. You know what I mean?
I
Nobody hates nobody.
know.
I mean, maybe they're
I
like, I don't know if they're scared or upset or like, you know what I mean?
I
Like
don't know. I
everybody,
mean,
we all like everybody still. Like, I mean, you know what
we
I mean? We
did.
do it all over again. Like, you know what I mean?
Dom and I did say at the end of the last episode, like there was no hard feelings.
Yeah,
We just like
no,
to talk
right.
about it and like get
Mm-hmm.
everyone's reaction to it. So,
Yeah.
but hopefully
Guess
more
what?
people
You
come
were on the
on.
team and you didn't know.
They know, I mean, they know, right? As in, I mean, they know because they get your emails, right? I mean,
Yeah, they do.
James getting kind of crazy.
Except for
Yeah,
Riazo. Riazo, his email bounces back.
maybe you could put a link on this at the end. Put a link on this live thing at the end. Maybe then they could copy it or something if they watch
Well,
it.
I usually like we'll send it through email once we get done filming, and
Right,
then
but I mean, if you can't get it to their email, maybe you can just put a link. So if Riazo is watching this, you know what I mean. At the end, he can see the link and how to get on Zoom or something.
yeah, that's true. I don't really know how I would do that because I mean I have been like sending it through like YouTube.
Well, you could put it on the backdrop of this where your screensaver is or something, right there. Like, you know what I mean? You could type it in
Oh,
somehow. You know what I mean?
oh, I see what you're talking about. Oh, yeah, I'll have
Yeah.
to
So yeah, when they're watching it, they can see where to go. Maybe.
yeah, I'll have to try
I
that.
talked to you
Yeah.
and I told you that I need to talk to Riazo.
Yeah.
I talked to Mary and I talked to Tabitha. So I did talk to Riazo. I just didn't get a chance to tell you. And
Okay.
And he's good with the side.
Yeah, he definitely is playing the middle, yeah.
That was just so one by that, like.
Yeah.
I know, she went off on me, like, I was like, what?
Yeah, no, I stood
Yeah, I don't remember that. Are they talking about you,
Yeah.
Rita?
Yes,
That's what
yeah.
right
So
there.
you
Okay,
said
so-
you said that I went off on you, and then Riazo
Right,
was
so-
like, yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. We never talk. So what am I talking about?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Because, like, I'm going, like, I was going back and, like,
I guess
don't
we
feel
missed
like,
it. No, Nick. I guess Nick didn't play it. It was what happened. I guess maybe you did yell at me. I don't know.
no, I didn't feel like I did, but I,
I
like,
don't
but
know
I
either.
mean, but if I did, that's
I
why
don't
I'm
think
like,
I would outright lie. I don't know. We might. All I know is I sure forgot about it real fast. If that's the case,
Yeah, no, like, they don't
I
even
said,
know.
I don't know.
I don't
If
know.
I'm talking about you, I guess so. Like,
and Emily's like,
remember you did. Wait, you did say though, Rita, that one of these episodes you did go off on me. You said, "Oh, the next episode that was like a couple of episodes back." You go, "Oh, we're gonna find out how." But maybe you did say something to me. I'm sure you did, but I
mean, I didn't like. I don't think I yelled at you guys.
yeah, no, you never yelled.
Or
You never
cussed you
yelled.
guys out in any way. Like I just,
No.
I said what was the truth, and I think
Yeah.
like I think both
I
you
over
and
exaggerated.
Ashley
Yeah.
at the time like got really offended by it, and so it was like automatically like I didn't like you guys because of that. So
Oh yeah. Well, I over exaggerated if I said, "Oh, she went off on me," because if somebody goes off on me, they're like beating my ass. You know what I'm saying? You know.
If I'm nervous, only one person can win.
Yeah, you're right.
Excited.
So the last round's probably head to head or so.
If they do see us as a three together, I hope I'm at the bottom of that totem pole as far as who you know. Yeah, as soon as I joined it.
I have something very interesting to tell you, Emily, later.
Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to get it off here, but yeah, Rita, there's like a lot happening, and it's just like,
I think if we stick to the plan, dude, like
but
that.
who's our fifth?
I think they're trying to flip though on me probably, because as soon as I joined, Susan got quiet.
But
We have the
listen, right?
numbers though, like
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Listen,
Yeah.
Riazo never stopped talking.
we both actually connect.
that's the crazy part too. It was like he didn't even have to say the plan to Ashley. And
Right.
that's how I knew that he was working with her, because we actually did have all the votes because I had that that block a vote or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what I was like deciding to play, and like we fully gotten her out if he did not say anything to her. So that was like that turning point where it's just like, damn, Riazzo.
Yeah.
It's the fifth person voting with us.
Well, that doesn't matter because
We don't have Susan.
I have a thing tonight anyways where I can block someone's vote. So
Tomorrow.
tomorrow, yeah. So that's not gonna
That's
matter.
it's nuts. I didn't know that. So
Yeah.
I think that people honestly just trust me just because I know everybody. People know that you not vote for majority.
No, we trusted you, Riazzo, because you were on the original team. That's why.
Right, for real.
If you were not on that original team, you would have
Yeah,
not
right.
had trust.
You would definitely not have that trust.
But for me, it's Ashley because she's been instigating a lot. So yeah.
Yeah, I have a feeling she's instigating me. Did they mention my name?
She's kind of like just like molding everything into like a negative experience, like where it's like even like when I was saying something yesterday, like I wasn't like attacking someone or saying someone.
When I was talking to, I wasn't trying to come at you or Ashley.
No, you're fine, dude. No, like come at me. I'm like I don't care.
I think
That's hilarious.
I was on
In a different way.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, I
Wait,
was
what-
like,
what is that? Was that just
smart?
real quick? Because you left right when Ashley,
When she said she don't give a shit.
like, you kind of leave the screen. Like, was that kind of like strategic, or did you just it just kind of happened that way?
No,
Oh, Rita? Yeah.
during this whole episode, I think that scene I was cooking,
Okay.
and I was about to leave, and then you'll see in like other screens, like when they were talking about you, Dom, I don't think I fully heard what the fuck was being said because I was doing DoorDash.
Oh wow. Okay.
And so you'll see me like cutting the camera on and off, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so bad. Like I feel so bad for doing
Yo, nuts. Okay.
But yeah, no, I was
So, like,
cooking here.
understand.
Yeah.
But
I just left Emily though with that.
Yeah, that was perfect. I know.
the vote landed. and
You're like, oh, I'm not sitting there.
I'm not mad about it. I don't care.
Well, there was nothing, honestly, like even if I were to stay on the screen, like
Yeah.
what would have we talked about exactly?
Yeah.
Who
There was
knows?
definitely that awkwardness, right? This is like the most awkward thing because you're right. Emily's trying to talk to Ashley, and Ashley's super like standoffish, and then
Yeah.
and
And
then
you can like feel it on the screen. So it's just like, what are we gonna talk about exactly, you know? Like what
I know. I hated some of those things. You know what I mean? When you had to talk to people.
I know.
yeah, at some point the
Well,
check
I mean, I
gets
was
to be
so
like,
glad
well,
to
so I know we
Yeah.
don't have anything going here, so what do you hey,
You're right.
Let's make
Well, I
conversation.
mean, look at her face though. She's so like, it's like she's like trying to hear any information
Yeah,
possible.
this is the whole episode when she totally changes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's like,
And
what
Emily
what,
started
yeah.
vomiting at the mouth because it's almost like I feel like Ashley kind of had her just kind of. Ashley was so quiet that Emily overtalked at that point
Yeah.
because
I
she's
think
trying
that's
to
if
get
she was,
something
like,
out.
uncomfortable, maybe. I don't
Exactly.
know.
And this with the age and all of that, I mean, it was some psychology there that I don't think Emily could recognize. And I'm just like, I already can feel
That's
it.
crazy because she's a psych major. But
Exactly.
I'm
That's why I
like,
thought the same thing too. I'm like, you're a psych major, but you're not seeing that you clearly are being pulled over the rug over you. Like, you've got to switch this.
like
I thi-
no. And I'm like, bro, listen, like I'm black. I know how to stay quiet.
Yeah, right. Yes, you already know.
My intuition is strong.
Mm-hmm.
With us, but it's weird that they didn't even try to go after you guys. I mean, they had the majority and still turned on Susan, which was
That's
like,
what I was saying.
All of a sudden, Emily's going to care about me now. Like,
I'm not getting in the middle of this.
Yeah.
So Susan was like when we all lost, I was sad because I was like, now we gotta talk to Susan, like we gotta
Figure this out.
smiling at Susan, knowing that
this
there
is the 7th episode and this shit's still going on.
I don't know what the people was looking
Like, give it up. Like,
But see, even then there though too, it was just like a constant blaming
yeah,
you even for this.
I know.
And it
I know.
wasn't your fault. Like you wouldn't have done what you did
Right.
I like what I said in tribal council, it was orchestrated right after you talked to Ashley.
Yes,
And it
yeah.
wasn't like I didn't mean anything negative on that. That
No,
was
no.
the truth. Like I
Yeah,
was like, you gotta like watch these videos back. Like you talked to her, and then all of a sudden Jason's getting
yeah,
booted out. So
yeah.
it's like
Guys, all look so sad. I'm sorry, one of you guys will have to be like, okay, I cannot, like, she's trying to buy Elaine. She's trying to, like, her heart, she's trying to protect anybody who is about to be evicted, and
Sure.
she's the one. So,
Yeah, see, that's the whole thing. It's like for me, because I'm just like, I will tell people right off the bat, hey, I'm gonna vote you. Like, it's not a big deal. Like,
and exactly.
so, yeah.
And that's what I didn't, that's my issue, you know, Jason's like, oh, we're all banding together, and we're all this, like, you're telling us that you're voting Susan, and then you're telling us not to tell her. Like, I just don't deal in shady behavior like that.
Well, I'm glad she's stepping up now because in the
Exactly.
beginning she wasn't stepping up.
And I wish you would have just came to me and asked me about it before you decided that I was not trustworthy or whatever the case.
I don't have any animosity towards her. I think she takes things a little bit personal.
Were you talking about Ashley or me?
honestly,
The first time I watched it, I thought you were talking about Ashley, but then I go, oh, maybe she was talking about me. I mean, I didn't care. I just didn't know.
I felt like I was probably talking more about Ashley because it was
Yeah.
like what you said was more truthful than what she said, and it was like the whole accountability part for me.
Yeah.
So, and it did feel like anytime that we were in that, like in a chat, like there was just like this like tension of like her like kind of being silent.
Yeah.
Or like talking about like you going again, you like being like the one that was like the indicator of deciding everything. And it was like that wasn't like the case. So that's why I was like,
Right.
I mean, I felt it with both of you guys, but I think I felt it more with her after, especially after I said I didn't trust her. I think she got really mad at me.
All right, we're gonna be going in order of teams picked last night. Tabitha, you weren't here last night. You're on a team with Mary. The teams were picked last night. So it is Ashley and Susan, Riazo and Emily, Rita and Dom, Mary and Tabitha.
Dom,
Order will be
these
first.
fucking chicken nuggets, bro.
Sports might be good.
That's a chicken nugget one point. I still would drive one today. I'd rather.
Chicken nuggets from Chick-fil-A.
How do you draw them crispy?
Oh. I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
Okay.
Oh man. This was a good guess, Susan.
Only
Yeah.
I was in gymnastics for years, so I knew right away what it was. It was a balance.
I thought triple beam, but let's get it.
Yeah.
Fun fact, yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
That's really cool. No, I don't know if I would have guessed that right away.
I feel like would be.
With your artistry.
It's fine. Let's do it anyway.
Okay, let's do a motion.
All right, time begins now.
I don't understand how that was an emotion. That word, hatred. Yeah, I mean,
I guess hate is an emotion, like you hate someone.
not
but
really though. I mean, that's like a noun, isn't it? Kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I
You know
agree
what I
with
mean? Like
The
I don't
action,
even.
it's more of an action than, you hate. Like you said, you have to hate. Can you just have the emotion of hate at the same time?
Yeah, it should be sad, upset, or
That's
something
what
like
I said.
that, but not
If you said
hate.
sad,
Hate is-
and I thought Riazo said everything damn near just
right.
like
Yeah,
it.
that's what I mean. Hatred, like that. That's to me. That's not an emotion. I mean, I
know.
could. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Nick, you
I
hear
don't
this?
know.
Hate is not an emotion.
Mm.
Hate is an emotion. Sad emotion. Oh, look at my poopy.
Mm-hmm. Popping up in the end. Looking like Dogecoin.
Judgment. Sadness.
See, that should have been.
So you have to get the exact word.
Mm-hmm.
He also tried his best though with this.
It's an emotion. Here is judgment, not accepting, not welcoming, closed minded.
Yeah, hatred. I couldn't have got that. No way.
Prejudice, 30 seconds.
Prejudice is damn near hate, so it's kind of like he was right there.
Right, yeah. I feel like prejudice should have been like maybe like
Yeah,
you
that's
take that.
that's it's kind of that.
Yeah, I
It's
would have never thought that word to be an emotion. I wouldn't have got that. No
Right.
way.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I would have either. It was a lot.
Okay.
The angriness though, Emily drew is so
Emily's
funny.
drawing is funny. It's just like the cops and robbers. That's how I looked at it. Like it's a bank robbery. That's how I just looked at the people.
Triangle. X time is up.
Dang,
That was a
man.
hard one.
No, you're good. I feel
I
done.
was looking, we were looking for hatred or hate.
Bruh.
I say food.
The music with it is
I don't know why I
the
don't get to
music-
go again forever. Like, I don't know why I don't get to go again forever. It's like we got that one point and then they did everything backwards. Like,
Music too.
The music of it makes that part so much more hilarious. I'm like, chicken nugget. The fuck does a chicken nugget look like?
Got Nick laughing at this. Like toast or something. I was like, what the fuck is he doing?
You're right, it does look like toast. Nick is crying right there too.
You know what you could have drawn is like a box of fries, and then
Uh-huh.
you could have drew the chicken nuggets in a little container, and then like drew an arrow. You know,
Mhm.
like
I was like, how do I draw? I'm thinking I need to draw a Happy Meal. That's what I was trying to do. I need to show the whole meal, and then maybe you'll get part of it.
oh man, it was so funny.
I'm thinking the nuggets, right, like the Chick-fil-A nuggets, and those nuggets are square, Chick-fil-A nuggets are round, but I'm like, damn, I need the colors, like, can I get the crayons and make them brown? And I'm thinking like, I wanted to draw the arches, so I'm like, is that a symbol? So I'm like, video.
Crème brulee.
Roulette. Now that is hilarious.
Bro.
I mean, honestly, that was probably add more to that.
I put 3 prizes for me, like, that'd go around as I could.
Oh, I'm like, come on.
Now it's like it looked like nickels and dimes.
I mean, you should have maybe tried to draw a chicken or something.
I feel, well, how do you draw a nugget though?
Oh, it's a nugget. Oh, bread. I was like thinking like s'mores, graham crackers. I didn't have chicken nuggets.
Yeah,
Dude, I can't
that
with
was
the
hilarious.
You gotta do objects, maybe?
Yeah, that's the objects.
Married with the iPad though is the killer's moment. I was just like, yo, I didn't have thought about that. She's like, let's use technology. I'm like, that definitely was the way to go.
No, there was one drawing she did though, and I was like, what?
Oh yeah, you're right. I was just like, and she had so much action to it. I'm like, what were you thinking with that?
Like, I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
I can't with the music.
I can't see that. A lamp.
That was good.
Correct.
That was
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. A chicken nugget and a lamp. Like,
Yeah,
I was saying, like,
yeah.
I could have drew a lamp.
Decide who's going to try to kill.
Why did they get to go again? I don't know how he did that.
Yeah,
Like, why didn't he go in order? Like,
First person to get it scored.
Oh, it was
first.
everyone together.
That's when everybody started to vote or to go.
I
think it's-
guess, but
Time starts now. It is an action.
Trying to show tab.
It's like a pitchfork and a
Was
hash
that-
brown.
Oh, that's right. It was artists. It was paintbrush or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I guess I can see the brush now more than, but I
Right.
definitely.
But I thought that was a tree or like a match or
Yeah,
like
yeah, you're right. I can see a match. I can definitely see like lighting something.
yeah, like I don't know what that is.
Yeah, but that looked like a knapsack on the right. Like that part of it just I was very confused with that.
I know. And then
She
it
could
got
she could she could literally just have like a stick with somebody like drawing something on like a little easel.
Yeah, palette, right, an easel,
Yeah, palette with the easel would have been like
Yeah.
that would have been kind of at least something you could put together.
Bro, you can't talk with your chicken nuggets. What you talking about?
I'm no Van Gogh, okay? If we do this again, my drawing is so much more deeper now. I had to just go to I went to like art classes for a few days just to try something. I did some paintings.
He's like, I'm gonna go to art classes for Rita. I'm gonna do this so
Yeah.
we can do it next time.
Next time I'll be a
I'm
lot better
actually
too.
in drawing class, so
That's hilarious.
It's like a hat on the TV, sitting, watching TV.
see, I would have not gotten that.
Answer louder, Don, because I can't hear you very well.
Gardening or smack?
Some smack.
Did I ain't going to bounce?
No, no.
Watching TV, watching the sunrise.
Less than a minute left.
Watching the sunrise. Riazzo is funny.
Construction. Gardening. God. Lawn mowing. I don't know what it is. We got
Jumping, laying.
camping. Oh no, that's what I asked.
30 seconds more.
Camping, no, action.
Yeah, I still looking at it right now. Like, can I guess painting?
Wait,
Still
it's
good at
action? It's an action though? That's what an action is, painting?
Yeah, painting. You know, I don't know why I didn't draw this entire time. Like, I'm actually not a bad drawer.
My jogging was not on.
Oh man.
Sleeping.
Yeah, I thought this was the bed too, like this last part.
10 seconds.
Come on, Mary.
So I thought that was the bed.
What is that?
He said, what is
So funny.
that?
I don't know.
Look at Dom's face. He's like, what the
Painting.
Ashley's not even thinking. She's stuck on something else.
Yeah, I don't think she even said anything. She's just like,
I know.
Let's do miscellaneous.
That means it could be anything, quite frankly.
Wait, did I draw this time?
Begins
you did
now.
draw this time.
Yeah, I don't understand why you guys got to go again. Oh, everybody, okay.
Jug.
Milk jug.
Gallon.
Gas.
Look at that. Look at that beautiful drawing.
A gallon was perfect. Yeah, you drew it just like the milk jug. So I was just like, if it's a jug, it's a gallon.
I feel good with everything except for maybe sports team.
What about a TV show? Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, time begins now.
You don't have to put your hands up.
You don't really have to.
Octo.
Bro, I don't watch this game. I had no idea. I
I can see the squid. I thought that's a great drawing to me.
It was. She did a phenomenal
She got
job.
the controller right there.
Yeah, but because I've never seen it, I
Oh,
was
you never
like,
saw? Oh wow.
yeah, I was like, I don't know what this is. So
Yeah, yeah, she did. No, Emily's
job.
drawing was on point.
did a good job.
Octo Dad.
With
don't know.
that.
Nah. Who is that? Oh, Squidward and Plankton SpongeBob.
Bananas and pajamas?
Yeah, the pajamas. The pajamas is crazy.
Bro, that used to be my show.
Like, yeah. But like,
Big-
what do you see?
big comfy couch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Pokemon.
SpongeBob, no,
I was looking PlayStation controller, so she
Yeah.
she had it.
She did such a good job.
You know, banana game.
Banana peel, octopus, a
Octopus.
squid, an octopus, squid,
Squidward.
squid games,
Correct, Tabitha.
Oh yeah, sorry, Tabitha did get that. I forgot.
She
about
did.
that.
I thought, and you know, funny. I thought Riazo got it.
Somebody did, because I was
That
really
was not
trying.
Emily's fault.
Listen, I gave Tabitha that edge though, because I did say octopus.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just said
Maybe
no.
an
in
event?
game.
I don't, whatever you feel comfortable drawing.
Yeah, let's just do it. Let's do it then.
It is event.
Presidential debate.
Presidential debate, like,
I know.
World Cup.
Riazzo.
Riazo hit that one right. I might have said Stanley Cup. He got that one.
He was so good.
Let's do the movie the character.
movie's fine.
Home Alone, Polar Express.
I don't know how I didn't
Men
get
in
this
Black.
shit.
E.T. Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I thought this one was kind of easy. She threw the Woody. I was for sure like this is, and I was
I
just
don't
like,
know how I didn't get this because I'm like, I fucking love Toy Story.
yeah, I was very shocked at this. I'm like, y'all didn't see Toy Story? I'm like, okay, you see Buzz Lightyear and Woody. Like, I'm like, that's really good drawing right there.
No, I saw what was it? It was Woody and the Bo Peep girl, and I'm like, I don't know how I didn't get this.
Oh yeah, I know. I thought Toy Story when I saw it, and I'm just like, I can't believe they didn't get this.
But to be fair, I played with Buzz Lightyear when I was younger, so
Yeah, well, who was playing with Woody? I mean, it's about the, the action figure at that point.
exactly. I should have got this. Though.
The Star is Born, I said.
born,
Hansel and Gretel.
back on Mars, farmers,
Westworld.
yeah.
1922. Us.
Wedding,
Bonnie and Clyde.
funeral,
It's hard.
Less than a minute left.
Oh,
Man in
Toy
Mars,
Story,
Man in
Toy
the Moon.
Story.
Oh wait, was
What's
that Buzz Lightyear?
There's Buzz. Well, kind of. It looks like
That is-
Alien. It kind of could be
Bruh.
Men in Black at the same time.
Bro, I thought that was the Bo Peep girl.
I can see a little bit as I think Buzz Lightyear was a little bit thicker. I think she got a little light, but I could at least see the Woody part.
I love the artistry and this whole thing. I really do.
The artistry is bigger than none.
John, what was this
Character,
next
character,
drawing, bro? Oh,
It felt like whatever thought of drawing I had, it was just out.
Bugs Bunny.
Ashley got Mickey Mouse.
dang, I was gonna guess.
Ratatouille, so I probably was thinking.
Sports team, I can draw that shit.
Time to get-
Bro, we gonna pause on this.
Celtics, Steelers, Patriots, Raiders,
We need both the team and where they're from.
Dodgers, Angels.
Vikings, Bears.
What is that?
No, hold on.
We try to draw there.
It looks like the Barrington Bears with it looked like a shoe. I don't know what the fuck. Look at Tabitha's eyes. I was like, what in this?
Oh man.
Lions.
Riazzo got Detroit Lions.
Dang, Riaz.
Oh my god, Riaz was like, damn, how did you even guess that?
Guessing at that point though.
All right.
Yeah.
Get it? It is places.
Outer space. The sun.
Alabama, Florida, Georgia.
On a farm.
Idaho.
On a car and space.
I can't see.
I can't see it.
Out underwater. Crossing the road.
Arizona,
The Sahara.
Area 51.
Sahara Desert.
Joshua,
Arizona?
or Joshua.
Cactus, California.
It's like the casino or like money signs. Like to me, like that's all I think of when I think of Vegas.
Yeah.
Thinking of just like I would have just drew like the state symbol or like the state, like because it's a very easy state to depict. But I was like,
Yeah.
no idea what the hell it was. I don't know why I didn't say Vegas though, or
But
Nevada.
the
I
Cactus
probably
threw
would
me
have
off.
drawn it like
I would
a
have thrown Arizona
road.
too. You're thinking desert when you just think that. But I guess Las Vegas
Yeah.
is a desert, but I'm thinking you're thinking casinos.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm like. If she'd put dollar signs, I think you could have had it right there.
Yeah. I know. I'm
And
like,
you could have drawn like California and then put Nevada right next to it and call it, you know what I mean? And maybe pointed at that.
Yeah, draw the states. Yeah,
exactly.
that definitely in hindsight all the drawings.
Yeah, because I probably would have done like the four corners and then like push the arrow, like pointed the arrow. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that would have been.
Grand Canyon, I don't know.
Girl.
Alabama.
It's a girl.
Look, what is that?
Tabitha, you should have guessed where you are right now.
I did, I said Arizona.
Nevada.
Okay, yeah.
Riazzo and Emily win, but only one of them can.
Good job. Good
I
job.
voted Emily.
I knew going in, I told Emily before I was like, yo, let's win.
Oh yeah, that's right. Why did you vote Emily to have the idol?
Who? What?
I think I trusted Riazzo, and I thought he deserved it.
Did you not ever trust Emily or what?
I thought Emily told us she had an idol. That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
And I thought, as far as our team, I think mainly that made the most sense to me. So like, if they're both protected, then we could block I figured we'd win the vote.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why she didn't vote idol.
Yeah.
Swag.
This round, and what's
Good job,
going to
guys.
happen is
Good job.
everyone else is going to vote who they want to be immune, either Emily
Okay.
or Riazzo. I need you to text me your votes right now.
Everyone except Rita.
Have immunity in a 5-1 votes.
Yeah, man. I beat everybody.
Kind of making me like, shit, at least I got my, my card to play, but I'm not, I kind of feel like some of them are gunning, you know what I'm saying? Cause I don't really trust Ashley, Susan, obviously is mad about what happened, Jason. And Talent is kind of a wild card that Mary kind of does the favor. So like, you know what I'm saying? I'm used to winning. And so now, especially then, Ashley, debacle is just kind of like. shit.
Dom, were you feeling the heat after that round?
Definitely was, because I mean, to me, it was a one round where it was just kind of like,
Yeah.
I'm thinking strategically, like you gotta like. I was here, and even they didn't say it as much. I'm like, you gotta strike when the iron's hot. I'm like, I gotta play defense more than offense at that point. And so I'm just like, I'm glad I had that because I was for sure thinking, I was 99% sure they was voting me.
No, you wouldn't have, but only me and who? Mary voted you, so you wouldn't have gone nowhere.
Which was crazy because I'm thinking, well, because Tabitha missed the vote, right?
Yeah.
Right, but she voted, didn't she vote someone else?
No,
Did
it was random because she was on a flight.
Yeah, I think she had the.
Oh.
She didn't show up.
Yeah, so like if Riazzo didn't tell Ashley about the vote, she probably would have been the next one out. But because she didn't tell her that,
Yeah, Riazzo wanted to do so much, and I think he was just like I think he felt like he could take Emily with you, Susan, and Tabitha and Mary. I think, and I think
he didn't pick like a side, like he was juggling back and forth.
Mhm.
But like he ended up like getting caught because like it was just like we're gonna figure this out kind of a thing, and poor Riazzo.
Also, something in youth itself. That's what I'm kind of thinking. I guess I'll check out the Shack Chat to really see how that feels.
It was so much fun, and I'm so glad Riazzo was my partner because he really hit that winning streak for us and, secured us the dub. And I'm really proud that he got immunity, and I'm glad that everyone voted for him because I feel like he deserved it. I'm also scared for what that means for me, but, proud of Riazzo.
I voted for you to have immunity.
Well, thank you. I'm honored. I really didn't expect anybody to. I mean, one, Riazzo deserved that 100%. And two, like, I think they all want me out. Like, it's kind of.
Well, so what do you think we should do this next round? Because I have the block vote.
Yeah.
So you have a safety, right?
Yes. So
Okay.
look at the numbers, obviously me, you, Dom, and Riazzo, I think would vote the same.
As long as Briazzo is not on their team, because I don't know which team he's swinging right now, to be honest.
I think he's kind of floating around, but like I know he's good with me. I know he has got like some trust issues with Dom, but he doesn't want Dom out. He just wants to like work on that
Yeah,
trust.
does he? I don't know, because like he doesn't seem like he doesn't trust me, but I'm not 100% sure. So
He's good with you, like from
Yeah.
my knowledge, like and
Okay.
with Dom too. Like, and I think he will vote where we want him to. But the rest, like Susan, Tabitha, Mary, Ashley, are all against us.
I haven't switched up. I mean, I feel like other people from the other, like our other team, our original team has switched up, and probably because like I told them the truth, and they don't want to take accountability, and that's completely fine. So, but I haven't switched up on the original team.
They were all talking and I joined in and Susan literally stopped mid sentence as I walked in. And
Molly, dude, and
that's how I feel. That's what
Okay.
bothers me.
But
Like-
because kind of she started the whole thing.
I
and
did. I did.
What it was, and now she's taking it very personal. I don't know who was I talking about you or was I talking about Ashley?
I don't. I don't
You're talking
know.
about Ashley because I
Oh,
think.
were you?
But you're right. You could have been talking about Susan because I think based on what Emily said, it also could have been Susan.
Yeah.
Like either, because I didn't know either way. It was like both you guys at that time were taking it very personally. But
Yeah.
I don't
So-
know, no idea.
She did not hide her face in that Shack Chat. I tried to do some damage control, like even on her behalf. I was like, listen, me and Rita, we were not there. Like,
Yeah.
no.
No.
And so when she says, like, I was saying, like, when she says Jason was one of our people, like, Susan, you're one of our people too, but you're
Yeah.
like putting yourself on the sword. So, like, people forget that whole part of the story that Susan was literally like,
I think just solidifying. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, Susan. I think
Uh-huh.
like if you would have said vote me out too, like I would have been like, what the hell is
Yeah.
she talking
Yeah.
about? And I
Well, no,
like,
but I meant it. You know what I mean? And I did. And I was really going to go for that. I mean, that's what I was going to do. So everybody could play. You know what I mean? I
But
just
still,
was
I
making
still-
it easy.
I still think because you were part of the original team, I still think I would have had a conversation with you before I made that decision. Like, cause that would have been like my initial thoughts. I'm like,
Well, you were in exile. You weren't there.
no, I was already transferred on the other team, so I wasn't with you guys on that vote at all. But I feel like either way, like I probably would have like at least come to you and be like, hey, we're gonna vote out either Ashley or Mary. And that would have
Oh,
been a conversation. But like yeah, but
but
that
you
was
were on my team. You went to that team too?
yeah, because remember Ashley and Mary switched to our old team and then
Okay, but I said I was going to vote out before I even got on that team.
No. You said it after. Me and Emily
Oh.
already switched after you said that. So you were like, guys, like vote me out. And like Emily,
Oh,
I had already,
okay. You're right. You're right. You're right. Wow. Okay.
but I still would have talked to you though if I would have known that. Cause I was like, but either way, that whole statement would have confused the fuck out of me. And it would have like made me think like, hey, should we vote her out? Cause that's like,
Yeah.
my eyes, it was like, is she quitting? Is she like not taking this seriously? So that's why I was like, oh my God. But
Yeah, it was crazy because that's what I was gonna do. So you know what I mean. And then after he's like, "Oh no, you can't," because because Jason. So
Yeah.
oh man.
Well, I don't like how she's twisting everything. So
Okay, that was
like,
definitely
she made it
Ashley.
seem like I thought that they were bad people last night when I just said what happened, and that was coming from Susan's mouth directly on what happened.
Mhm.
So I was like, I just repeated it. I was like, there was no hard feelings there. That's just what I was told. So
Yes, like everything you said was, I mean, exactly how I feel too. I was like, yeah.
yeah.
Ashley, I know is really getting from me the vibe that I got
Yeah.
in Shack Chat. Like they were all talking, and then I just like, and I
Yeah.
don't want to be paranoid, and I'm not gonna run around and scramble. Like I feel confident in our numbers, and like if
Yeah.
I do need to use the idol, I mean Ashley knows, and so she's told
She
everyone.
is
I'm
the
sure that I have an idol, so they might.
I'm wondering if she would go for me then, if she knows that you have an idol.
You're right, Rita. Even you said it made sense. If she knew Emily had
Say
the
that-
idol, why would she not try to go for you then?
Right. That's what I'm confused too, because I never had a conversation with Ashley, like trying to save myself at any point
Yeah,
in time.
yeah.
Because I knew how she felt about me after I like had that whole statement, or I told her like, hey, I don't trust you. So there was no like convincing her, hey, don't vote me out. Like I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, like if I'm gonna get voted out, I'm gonna get voted out. But because Emily either way had the idol, and I think I had the
Right.
exile. So it
Hmm.
was like, and we just didn't know which way she was swinging. But I'm still shocked that she didn't use that shit. I really am.
Yeah,
Why you?
yeah. I would love to see why she didn't.
Either way,
Yeah.
like I'm gonna be blocking her vote.
Yeah.
tomorrow, So.
And I'm still good to write her name down, Ashley.
Same.
Is that what we're going for? Okay. We just discussed, like, yeah, I think Ashley, I kind of threw out there, like, you know, I feel like they're coming from me. And she was like, well, we have the votes. And I don't know if she's like sat down and thought about it, because I don't know if we do have the votes. Like, I think it's really gonna come down to what Riazzo votes. I don't,
So again, I
Huh.
want to. So the vote was 4, right? Ashley,
Yeah, 4 Ashley. So
4 from. Because it was me, you, Emily, Riazzo, and then Suze voted Dom, right? Susan.
Yeah. Yes.
And then
Mhm.
who did Mary vote?
Dom.
yeah, it was 2 for me. Yep.
And then Tabitha was just like the wild card. So we actually did have those numbers, dude.
We
That's the
had the
crazy
numbers.
part.
That's why I'm like, how? I was so much more shocked because I'm like, there's no reason we lost this. Because even if
Yeah.
it technically would have
That's
been,
what I mean. I didn't get it either. I didn't. I still don't
because
understand.
if you can vote me and Emily can save herself, and if the votes Ashley can only switch them, then technically she would be switching them back on herself.
Yeah,
Right.
I just don't know how.
That's
I don't know how they stopped it before they even looked at all the votes. Nick called it like before it even
Well,
was done.
She's supposed to be
Ashley,
on the show tonight, right? She did the reaction show. I wonder if she's doing it.
I don't know. I think so. But well, with the vote though, because Ashley said it before the votes were announced. She said, "Hey, I'm using my advantage," and then that's when that orchestrated. But I don't know if Emily's doing like a farewell video. I hope so.
forgot, like,
I
we're
think she
So
would.
what
So
playing.
she's
she's
always on the video. I think she would. I hope she does.
that was the second idol not used too. That's crazy.
Like, we should just
Mhm.
hang out.
So I said it. I'm like, I'm not. I think I'm gonna use it just based off everybody not using it.
Wait, girls, I just feel like we really have, like, Nick brought together a really great, unique group of people.
I just hope no one has like any hard feelings, but I am trying to like shift my brain a little bit to be like, oh, this is a game and I need to like think more strategically and like not try to just be everyone's best friend. Cause I just want to talk about everyone's dogs and how they're doing.
Yeah.
But
God.
team or anyone, and so I feel like I really gotta start doing that.
She still, I just still feel like I can't trust her because even with her, like, the way she was talking, like, oh, I don't.
See if she can trust Emily, there is no way in hell she was trusting me.
Oh hell no.
Well,
Yeah.
Emily right there was like that wasn't real Emily. You know what I mean? That what she was saying to Ashley, that whole conversation.
No, it wasn't, but I feel like also Emily was trying to fill out Ashley, because anytime that Emily would give up any like gameplay or anything like that, Ashley
Uh-huh.
was very like not receptive. Like she never told Emily anything. And so that was like, how was Emily supposed to approach that if she was constantly telling Ashley like all these plays and then Ashley like not being receptive to it? And that was like,
Because
again,
they were all lies. I mean, she was trying to get like she was right then, she was like the most she's ever like made up stuff.
No. There was that, what was that one conversation where she was trying to figure out what Ashley's advantage was, and she told Ashley that she told Ashley that she had the idol, which I don't know why she told her that. And she even
Yeah.
said, why the fuck did I tell her
Right, but
that?
she was trying to tell Ashley right then that she was gonna basically like, let's vote Dom. You know what I mean? She started saying that.
No, it was just like an idol conversation. She was just trying to
Oh,
figure,
okay.
yeah, it was like an earlier episode, and she was trying to figure out what Ashley had, and Ashley did not like give up what she had as far as her advantage
Oh.
goes. I'm like, she was definitely like a still mouth, so I'm like, I give that to her for sure. But yeah, I feel like Emily was
didn't
like
talk much strategy, but
losing.
you did talk strategy. fact that their biggest thing was, oh, we have to have the numbers when we get to the merge. That says you guys are talking strategy. I'm happy Riazzo won.
See, that just drives me crazy though. Why is it so talked about that like villain victim kind of a thing? We were all talking fucking strategy this entire time. Like everyone was talking strategy in this game. Who has the numbers? Who's voting with who? Who's going to be the final 3? Who's going to be the final 5? Like that was like a constant conversation between like both teams. It wasn't just like one-sided. So that's like what drives me crazy about that.
I'm like,
Too. I really like
so
Riazzo.
well. Yeah, I do too. I do. He's so sweet. He's so nice, and he's just like, he just wants what's best for everyone.
He's just very sweet. Like
He's
he
trying to
doesn't
get
have
to
a
the
bad in
end.
his body. I can't imagine him like. Like if I watch this back and he's doing that, I'll be like, what?
I will be
And he
so
kind of did. He kind of saved Emily, but he kind of also set Emily up. I think that's why she didn't play the idol.
What do you, like, I don't know. I wonder if there's more conversations that were not, because
We're
Susan,
not
you,
shown.
Yeah, because I had a conversation with him that he told me that Dom had an idol. You know what I mean? So I
And
mean,
he kept asking
yeah,
that,
there
which
was
was
other
crazy.
conversation. Yeah, there's other
I don't
conversations
even know why I
that
told
went.
him that shit. I
because
think
I don't know. 'cause
Somebody knew. Somebody knew
that's what I thought. It's like
and
he had
told him. You know what I mean?
I
He
thought
knew everybody's. That's why I laughed at the end and said, "Who has what?" Like, you know what I mean? Like he
yeah.
knew everything. He knew everybody, and he told everybody everything. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, and that's what I thought originally. He told Emily not to use her idol, and like,
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, he said, "Don't worry, I won't let anything happen to you."
yes.
right.
I really understand like the way that you stood up for Susan. Like I don't want you to feel like that I was mad about the Jason vote because I think I could speak for us all. Like Rita might have stronger feelings about it because I feel like she was closer to Jason, but I 100% get that, and I appreciate that you stood up for Susan and like gave her the opportunity because that's something we're saying. Even Jason was saying like we don't want Susan to count herself out, and so I'm glad that she got her second life and she won an immunity. Like I'd love to see Susan playing this game like in any way. Like yeah, because I saw from the beginning like what a great player she was and how much potential.
Yeah, right. I never played.
I've seen it for. I think everyone's looking, oh my gosh, they switched on Jason, and I'm like, I look at it as oh my.
Emily really didn't say anything too bad about you, Susan.
No,
though.
I know.
She was like, I think yeah, I mean, like, we all had that impression that, like, it was like you didn't play like games, but it wasn't like anything negative.
No, I realized.
One that made it kind of negative was Jason.
Myself, I did it to myself.
Well, no, because he was the one that originally like stated the like whole statement, and like, and back in my head, I was like, it wasn't really that important to me at that time. But
Yeah.
then, but yeah, I know, and Emily, like, it was just kind of like, yeah, she didn't play games, but she was like, I love Susan. She'd always say that in her confessionals.
She stood up for Susan, who she just met.
yeah.
She was able to make a big move. And so like people might come at you for that, but I think that's something to be like proud of. That was a chance like for a big move to happen, like by like quick decisions. And I'm hoping that like happens again here, like in these next few votes, like getting out these big
Who are the
players.
So like you are like if me, I'm like, am I the big player that everybody, you know?
For me, it's the competitions. Like that puts like a red flag up for me, like because then
She's telling you basically right there, everybody's gonna vote for you, Ashley.
You know, she's trying to distance herself from like the Rita Dom situation, but as far as I'm concerned, it's just like a little too late.
you were able to orchestrate that because save Susan and you got it out. So
Sorry, she completely outed her. I was like, you completely orchestrated that, but it was such in a subtle way.
That's what I mean. Like to me, that's just all bullshit. Like she's just making it look all cool.
That was funny. I'm sorry.
Okay, I like meditate. I pray. I'm like,
Meditate. She's meditating and she's just clowning her.
a little PR world tour of like, hey, I'm not as them as it may seem. Like And I even hinted at like maybe we go for Dom. Do you have any thoughts?
Emily, why'd you
I mean,
switch up on
at this
us?
point, it's better to. I'm kind of inclined to those who are really good at challenges. But I'm not sure yet because like they're more likely.
So Emily's the one who made us vote Dom.
Ashley was like,
It's a shame.
I think, you know,
Well, I think she kind of knew already that
Well,
everyone.
me, yeah, but not Mary. I mean, Mary
Yeah.
wasn't gonna. I mean,
I don't know. Mary was kind of gunny for Dom too, though. But I think Emily figured that out, and she was like running with it, and which is the crazy part. That's I don't
yeah,
know.
and
I
I
think
know
she was
because
kind of running with it,
it
but they
could have
kind of
flipped bad.
sniffed it out.
Yeah, like it could have flipped totally an opposite way.
Yeah.
You know what I
Wait,
mean? Like, I
I
mean,
think
I
maybe
don't
that's
think.
why
Mary,
Ashley chose as she did.
why?
yeah,
'Cause
Ashley chose Emily, right? The vote for Ashley's. Was
Well,
it
I
did.
think part of that because I think that was part of based on because Emily was going so hard at me that I think in Ashley's mind she's just like, well, how? Well,
Yeah,
why
but
would I
Ashley
not?
told us. Ashley told me and Mary we're all voting for Dom in the very beginning. You know
That's
what I
the
mean?
craziest thing too. That's why I just like how
Yeah.
I don't know how Ashley didn't go that way. Maybe because
Yeah.
Rihanna didn't tell her about the idol, and like she said, she had Mary, and I think she knew okay, we can get Dom, especially because if she could switch it, then
Yeah.
that was I don't know, that was kind of crazy to me.
Okay, what if she switched it to you? Oh, she couldn't switch it to you. That's why.
She
That's why
can,
she
but
did
that's what
it.
I'm saying. But she
Right.
didn't know that, and I think that was crazy for her to play that because if she would have voted for me, then
Yeah.
technically the votes would have all been on her. Because then Emily, even if Emily
Oh,
didn't use
okay.
her idol, everything would have blocked her trying to then switch the vote because technically she can
Oh.
switch the votes that way. Is that
Oh
how that
yeah,
would
she
have
would
worked?
have done it to herself then. Yeah, okay.
You know that you
Yeah,
had
she
an
would have
idol,
done.
or did you not know?
That's the question I would ask. The idol should be higher because it's immunity, right? So it's just like if you vote for the person who has the
Yeah.
immunity,
No,
those
it is. But I'm saying, did she know that you had an idol, or did she not know? Because I think
she didn't know.
Okay, because
Well,
I thought
I knew because
But did you tell
Rialto
her,
told me.
Susan? Did you tell her?
I don't think I ever talked to her again. No.
Yeah, that's probably not exactly because then
Yeah. I
okay.
don't remember. I think I talked to Tabitha. That was the only other person I talked to.
But see, then
yeah,
the
for yes.
logical point, the
Oh,
logical
Rialto.
vote,
I talked to Rialto too, I think.
the logical vote would have been me because Emily had an idol, Dom had an idol, and like so, like they
Nobody
didn't know.
voted for you, right? No, but there's no votes against you.
I don't think so, but I would have been the more
No.
logical choice, and like
Mary actually hinted to that a little bit.
Yeah, Rialto did. Rialto was saying,
And
okay, Rita.
Riazzo kind of was smart on that. Break us up, you know,
Right.
and then he kind of knew everything else to do that. And you're right.
Yeah.
And Ashley didn't go with it. I think Riazzo overplayed his hand with Ashley.
I think he did too, yeah.
Yeah,
For
possibly.
Sure. But even though I didn't have that idol, I still had that exile thing. So it would have been crazy if like all three of us would have played, like you guys would have played your idol, and then I would have played that exile vote, because then it would have been one of them like that would have gotten out.
That's why the whole time I'm like, how did this happen? I was
I
just like,
know.
the vote wise, I know we had it, and I'm like,
She had
if
a
it's
strong
blocked,
advantage, dude. She had a really strong advantage.
And I had a flip a vote.
Right, and you didn't use that. What's there? All that could have made it. Yeah, I wonder what Nick would have done.
That would have been bad. That would have been all confusing.
It's hurting my brain even thinking about that.
I know.
I know.
Good at challenges. We have to like strike when there's an opportunity to, and when they don't win those challenges and when they aren't immune, like that's the best time, you know? Because I know my name is going around currently, and I'm like, I'm not a threat. I am not the one who's won 2 immunities back to back. Like some people are.
So like, Dom is like, like.
Yeah,
you just don't know when he might win the next one.
Exactly. So it's like you don't know when you're gonna get this opportunity again. So that's what I'm just talk to people about and see like if we'd have the numbers to do something like that. I might be getting clumped in with the old like We Are Legends people like that. I might be
clumped in with you guys.
I know, she was like, she's pulling away.
So like trusting right now is really Riazo. Like, because I'm cool with Rita and Dom, you know, but I don't talk much game with them. I know that they are really close.
Lies, Manelli.
Yeah, I think Emily set herself up right there. Honestly, I think Emily should just stay true to what she would have done, and I think that would actually didn't put their. I think she damn near put herself on the radar because it's not believable.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, exactly. No, we didn't believe her at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
think she kind of like Riazza, like overplayed, like trying to play to that, like,
Yeah.
hey, I like you guys. Like, I'm like, I don't like you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys are clearly we're on the opposite side.
That's the funny part is like there was no
Not,
you and I were just straight up about everything. Like,
yeah.
oh, there was no hiding anything.
That's what I'm saying. It's like we kind of knew what was going on. We knew that's what I'm just like. It was very much like, okay, they've got this together. And that's why I'm
Yeah.
just like Riazza and Emily, just if they follow the plan, everything will work. And it's just like,
Yeah, it was those four just going crazy back and forth at each other.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
But then they started just jumping in and overthinking. I think Emily overthinked the whole thing. She knew what to
Yes.
do, and then she just froze. And I don't know. I'd love to hear what her thought was.
It was interesting because everyone thought that Ashley and I had this feud, which we kind of did, but we weren't like talking that much strategy. It was like I already knew who I was voting for, and it wasn't like I had to convince other people and like
Right. Well, you guys knew who I was voting for the whole time, so.
yeah.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I never switched up on that.
It's got to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think she definitely got paranoid at the end there.
Yeah, so did Ashley. Ashley was getting paranoid too. They all were.
Holding on to immunity idol right now.
So I'm like surprised because everyone's like, oh, Mary's so quiet. But Mary was like, you know, we are thinking about Dom. And that kind of planted a seed in my head of like, okay, maybe they are just trying to raise suspicion on me. So I play my idol and then they vote out Dom and get Dom out.
Has anybody thought about who we're gonna vote for? The five of us just gotta get it together. Whatever we decide, it just needs to be, we just need to know, and we need to not flip flop, because that's when things get messy.
Because I mean, Emily is not exactly aligned with Rita, like at least not close.
Not strongly as we thought, yeah.
So then it is possible because as far as I can see, Dom is the only one that's close with Rita.
Okay, so they didn't know that you had an idol at this point.
And that was one of the things Emily, I noticed, she said, she was like, you need to go after, you know, big threats, like, and I was like, how do you determine a threat at this point? She was like, you know, by the competition, and she's right.
Then maybe Dom should be the one that would vote because he's really good. I mean, he may have not won today, but
yeah, I'm pretty sure Riazo is gonna agree with that. I agree with that. You know, Susan's gonna.
I'm just hoping he didn't like get an immunity idol or anything like that from just like previous wins.
If he plays an idol, then, and we put all of our votes on him, then he essentially chooses.
Get up. Oh, you muted it so it mutes.
Like now my brain is starting to like, look at all the votes be going. Wrong with me. Running the numbers in my sleep.
So like at least like chat wise, we may need another direction, like at least to so like he doesn't. But
I'm willing to say either one of those other ladies. It doesn't matter. I have a reason for both of them. Again, Emily, we don't talk strategy when she does. I feel like she's more trying to like do smoke and mirrors with me. You know, I mean, she's a very sweet person, but she just feels like she's trying to do like hocus pocus. She's trying to dazzle me so that she can slip something out of my pocket.
That's funny.
So that's probably why she chose Emily, because she didn't know where she stood at when it came to strategy with Emily. So
that's crazy to me though, because she at least knew Emily told her she had an idol. So it was just like playing against Emily kind of that could have backfired because she
I
had the
don't know. I think
information.
she was trying to save you, Dom, Ashley, in the long run. I think maybe she didn't want you to
That's the
go.
craziest part though. In
Yeah,
a way, it felt like Ashley kind of then wanted to decide with me, which is
right.
kind of crazy. Because now I look
Yeah.
back on it, and that's exactly what I would say. That's kind of
And
Yeah,
crazy.
that's the only thing I can figure out, you know.
Well, and again, I think it's just because you and I never went to her with like, hey, we're straying away from the other party, like trying to dazzle her as she like calls it. So, and yeah, that's probably maybe why she didn't go for us, which is the crazy
Mhm.
I
part.
don't know yet. There is another thought that I'm having, which is possibly utilize this well, I don't know if I should call it conflict between Rita and Ashley.
This I don't understand either.
One possibility to focus the attention on Rita instead, but I don't know if how that will work.
Bro, I think they might try to vote you.
That's what I'm feeling too. I really feel like.
So here's the thing. I like, who do you want to work with? Like moving forward?
You're like the only person that I feel like I trust, you know, like there's Rita and Dom, you know, from the original people, but it's like
From the original people. Now she's got away from that.
so far.
Crazy. I don't think we ever let Emily feel like we wouldn't be there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know where she changed up, you know, just in this last episode.
I'd
Yeah.
love to hear what she's gonna say about it because it's just like I don't think we ever kind of pushed. We kind of said, Emily, hey, this is what we're gonna be doing, but like I think she could see that the other team definitely wasn't with her. So that's why I'm so lost at what Emily's whole thought process was because they
Right.
clearly were not letting her in. And maybe she would see. I can see how she talked with Mary, and Mary and hers had a connection, but I just didn't understand why she kind of was kind of leading outside of us because it's like we were kind of the thing to make sure she'd be good.
Yeah, because it was gonna be you guys, you four. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying though? And it's like
And
then I
we knew
started.
Riaza was going to be our wild card. I think me and Rita both knew Riaza was the wild card, but we knew like
You had
if we
4
do this,
people. You had
if
4
we do this
people,
and we
right.
want to do it,
And then
we're
she wanted
good.
to step away, and that's what I'm like, are you kidding? Like, I mean, after all, like me wanting to be really with you guys in the very beginning, you know what I mean? But the Jason thing just made it to where I really couldn't be. And then
That's
she's
just the
gonna
craziest part.
back out now. That's why I think I said like I would have wanted to go with you guys like the whole time. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, I
Like,
think her thought process is what she was thinking, and that's I could be wrong, but I think she was just so intimidated by like Dom and I's connection, and
well,
because
no, you guys never. I mean, she was with the 4. She was with the 4. You
I
know.
know she was, she absolutely was, but she even said like she was like Dom and Rita are really tight, and there's no doubt that they're gonna like choose each other to like go in the finals. And so, and I've expressed to like I think on another episode, it was just like I would have done like a coin flop because I actually I at that
Yeah.
no
Yeah,
idea.
you did say that. Who cares like, who wins? You said, you know what I mean? Let's just take each other to as long as we can.
But that was like I think that was like what she was like struggling with because like yeah we Dom and I were essentially like very loyal to each other because like and I think she just got really intimidated or scared by that. And Riazzo because he was such a wild card, no one fucking knew what he was doing.
Right.
So,
He
like,
he kind of had it full. He had some good.
it was like a you want us to trust you, but then you're playing all of these moves behind us and we can feel it, but we're just supposed
Yeah.
to just
But we
trust
kind
you,
of have
bro.
to kind of.
What you mean?
And I think that's after this one. I think that's exactly what the feeling was. Just like Riazzo is definitely
Yeah.
not because it's
Yeah.
like
So then she wouldn't have the numbers. Then Emily would have thought probably there's not going to be enough people, right?
because then at that point I was just like, if Emily's out, we don't have the numbers. So what
Yeah.
in the hell is going on?
Man, it's about to get crazy.
It's about to get so crazy.
We can't talk about that. We can't talk
Yeah.
Rihanna has done a good job kind of floating on this thin line between what's now Ashley, Tabitha, Susan, Mary, and me, Rita, and Dom. And
see, what I was telling Dom, Susan, was Riazzo didn't realize that the things that I was telling him, I was actually baiting him to see if I could trust him or not.
I see.
Like
yes, as good as he wasn't recognizing that part of it too.
Exactly, because it was like because I already had it in the back of my head, and I even said it in this episode. I'm like, I'm not sure Riazzo trusts me, so that makes me automatically.
I knew he was playing both sides. I mean, I knew it right away. Yeah.
And so but he assumed that he had everyone's trust and he did not. He just like, it was just like the front that we were all like giving him just to,
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know.
Solidifies his loyalty with us and we can continue forward with that. And they want to vote with you until it's like down to us 4. And that's where we are. And so like when they talk about stuff, they're hoping that you could be like a vote in their favor, like in our favor. Cause we may not get chats with all 4 of us together, but like when they talk, when I've talked to them, they've all been like, yeah, us and Riazo and them. And I feel like that's who we can trust. But
And no, that kind of for me, like how long have you known that Rita's had that thing, that advantage?
I didn't really even know about that. She said when she was at Exile, she like
But I didn't have a chance to tell anybody. We were always like in a group together, and I didn't think it was that big of an advantage.
Yeah.
How did
Not
you guys feel about that? Or how did you feel about that, Dom, knowing that, like, did I tell you right away? I can't remember.
I think I knew because I think after that's how we kind of discussed the Ashley vote. So it's just like boom, if you block that, we already have this set up because that was it felt like a full 99.9% plan because it was just like as Riazo started getting more deeper into his conversations, like you said, he just started being so slippery and it's just like what in this?
But
He's a little, but it
does
felt like
that
we still wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter because there were so many ways that I felt, even with the numbers, they couldn't technically stop it. Because I knew Emily had an idol, and if you block it, and in my idol, they can't vote for us.
right?
You know what I'm
So
saying? Like,
Right.
question is though, is like, does the length of time of not telling someone you have something like make you untrustworthy?
It might. I mean, it depends on the person that they're telling it to now. You know what I mean? If they
to
feel,
Emily, it
yeah.
did. I think Emily, you could see Emily started to crack within how she felt about you and me because she's like, well, I didn't know
Yeah.
about that. And it's just kind of like, and then she's kind of like you said, throwing me into the best. So it's just like she kind of started, I think she started uncurling herself to the point where I think she really trusted Riazo to like let her into that team because I think she
Yeah,
started
right.
recognizing was just like, why would you? I don't know. I think she put a lot of trust in Riazo, and I think that's probably what she'll say.
Right, right.
I feel like that was just a lot of paranoia on their part because it was like, for me, it wasn't strategic personally to not tell them about it or not to tell Riazo about it.
Well, he
But,
had
like,
immunity, so but he didn't even have to know, but he ended up finding out everybody's idol or everybody's thing. Yeah.
But like at no point in time in this game was I like, oh, I'm not gonna tell Riazo I have this advantage because I feel like he's gonna switch on me or whatever. Like that never like came across my mind. It just like, I guess for me it just never came up. But then it solidified like, oh, Rita might not be trustworthy because of she didn't like share.
Oh.
And
Well,
so
no, he got up. He didn't say that. He just got upset at Emily because she didn't tell him about her.
no, he said, how long have you known?
Oh, okay, okay.
Had this and that was like implied, hey, she waited all this time to not tell you guys, but in realization it wasn't like I was trying to wait, it was just like it never came up in conversation. I don't know, not for me.
But I couldn't even remember. I don't know if she told me or what.
Like a while ago.
I think she told me, was it yesterday? That
I think he's just asking her a question to see if she lies.
No,
I think
I think he was trying to solidify like if he could trust me, and that's why, because he was like, how long has she had that? And that because he already did not trust Dom, and then I think he was already like up in the air with me, and that was
I'm taking it totally different. I'm taking it like he's asking her and see if she lies, because then she tells him about her idol and he goes, I don't know why you didn't tell me.
Right. No, I'm thinking he was like kind of sizing her up to see like, or not sizing her up, but like trying to solidify like how much trust she had in me based on
Yeah, but he always trusted you though. He always was on your side from what I know.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Yeah, no, but to me he did. You know what I mean?
In the beginning, remember when he first got to the other team, he told the other team, and he was saying it in a very nice way so no one would have caught it, but he was telling everyone else on the other team that Rita and Jason are very outspoken people and they're very good like leaders kind of a thing. And he was like, and it was basically like, hey, like you need to watch out for these people. It wasn't like I love these people. It was like, hey, I'm gonna try to get these people out, but I'm gonna plant those seeds so these people can like be in the back of their mind. And
I
that's
don't
what
know. I think he liked you. I think he liked you because it's coming.
no, he didn't. You have to go back and watch those episodes
No,
because
he
the way
definitely he was definitely Rita. I think even more than he was just like he knew he's like I got to get Rita out, and I think
Yeah.
that's what he damn near. I think
He liked
could've-
Rita, and he was like almost jealous of you, Dom. That's, I mean, like in reality, you know what I mean? No, like because he says something, you know what I mean? Like he says something like, I mean, in like aside from the game, you know what I mean? Like I think he really enjoyed Rita, like talking to Rita, like you know what I mean?
it's when remember like so if you go back, yeah, when he mentioned Jason and I's name,
I do, yeah.
and then the night that Jason got out, his reaction, like he was smiling because he was so happy that
Happy
he got
that, yeah, so
out.
he could talk to you.
No,
Yes, that's because yes, it was.
no,
Yeah, because he goes, oh, now we got Jason away from Rita. He goes, we got Jason away from Rita.
go back because they even podcast like saying anything bad about me and Jason, but he was definitely already putting a target on our backs by saying, hey,
Well,
these people are really strong. And like it was like a compliment, but it was
yeah,
like
I know what you're
hey,
saying there, but I mean, I don't even think anybody really caught any of that. Like, you know what I mean? I think he was just happy Jason was gone so he could talk to you. I mean, seriously.
I don't know.
I
never got
do.
that from real, so
I did from the gate. You know what I mean? Everybody,
what?
Dom, everybody likes Rita. You know what I'm saying?
know
Any
what?
guy's gonna like you. I mean, think about it.
You had more faith. You had more faith in him than I did.
The block a vote, but I didn't know if she was gonna use it today. That was the first time I heard that.
Yeah, I just don't know how connected I am with Rita at this point.
Yeah. No, he definitely.
Want to work with her.
What did he say? He wants to work with you.
He said
he didn't know how connected he felt with me at that point. He was like, I want to work, but I don't.
But he voted right with you. He did exactly what you told him to do. With Ashley voting again, yeah.
But he knew Ashley had the way to flip it, and I think he knew that Ashley could do that. But I think he also thought Emily would play the idol, and if technically she would have did that, and they voted.
There's one conversation him and Ashley have, and he was like, Ashley, you need to tell me what advantage you have right now. And then she tells him, and then he was like, Ashley, okay, he's like, I'm gonna vote for you, but you need to play that advantage so you can switch it on another player. And then he was like, switch it on Rita.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't work. Ashley and Tabitha are trying to, campaign me over there. So I'm trying to see like where everyone's headed. But I want to protect you this round though. I don't want to see you like go home. So I was thinking like, see where you're at with that. Because Ashley has Susan and Mary, it's done. So Ashley has Tabitha, her, Susan, Mary, and what am I forgetting?
Tabitha.
Yeah, that's it.
He said Tabitha.
Did he say Tabitha?
He did. He said Tabitha.
Exciting factor, really. Like,
I feel like I'm the bottom there. Like y'all may see it, but I'm in the middle. But the reality of it is, either side I go with, I'm still at the bottom of that group.
I agree, and I feel like I'm at the bottom of this group. So I'm like, if you're doing this side, me and you would be our own top, but they might not know that. Like, does that make sense? Because that's the thing about
our own top, she says.
To that side, like
there's a lot of paranoia.
I know. I kept saying they're just gonna vote me out. I kept saying it the whole game.
Most just I was thinking like there was so much going on all over the place with the vote to where it's just like it was too much going on with those chats to where it's just like I'm feeling like I still feel like it's at the end everything could have worked out exactly how it's supposed to work out, which is the craziest part.
Right, exactly. Okay, so we're gonna move forward with these conversations because at this
Yeah, it's getting like you right. Let's get to the
Yeah,
nitty
'cause
gritty.
it's all just twisted. Yeah.
this is this is the turning point where Riaza tells her, hey,
I feel over here, and then every time I'm talking with Emily, then she always brings up like, and you made a big move, and I'm like, why do you keep saying that? No,
Not a big move for what, Jason? Was it a big?
I'm like, no, it's not. No, it just everything played that way. It wasn't something I went and intentionally did.
Yeah, that doesn't even factor into the game because Jason's not voting for a winner at the end.
Right.
Doesn't matter.
Do you think that Dom has something?
I think that Nick took too many damn advantages in this game. That's what I think.
He did that on purpose.
Oh my God. I think, I'm not sure it's Dawn, Rita, Emily, but I think there's something over there for sure. There has to be. Let me ask you this. Do you, and I hope you trust me, please, I'm asking for like our alliance's sake. Do you have anything like useful?
I have something useful, yes. Mhm.
You have something useful.
But not this time around because we have control of the vote. And see, that's
Hold
the,
on.
that's
Hold
the
on.
thing. Emily keeps trying to dig out of me. She's
Ashley.
trying to.
Ashley, hold on. We have like 2 minutes left. Trust me. You might not think it's useful right now to tell me, but it might be. I'm asking you, what do you have? Because
Okay, so like you're with me. You're working with me, right?
yes, I'm
Yes.
trying to.
Okay, so
I have information.
I know, and that's the whole thing. Like I understand, like people have
Mhm.
you have to filter information as you get it in chronological, whatever. I feel that's fine. I have a flip a vote.
What's that?
If you can flip the vote for like whoever has, like if someone has 2 votes and the other person has 3 or whatever, you can
Flip it on them?
flip it.
Yo, that's crazy. Ashley, we need to play that shit tonight.
But see, that's the thing, you can't because if you flip it the wrong way, you send the wrong person home.
I know.
Like if we all play on,
Okay, so if you flip it, if you have 4 votes, no, if you have 7
I can
votes,
only
right?
play it up until 5. So that's
Yeah.
why I was,
Okay,
wait,
so you have 7 votes, the other person has 2, you flip it, you have 2 votes, they have 7, they're out.
Yeah.
Let me think for a second.
Okay, don't say
Ashley,
anything to anyone.
you don't have control tonight. Swap the votes tonight. I'm voting you. I'm gonna vote you, so when you swap the votes, you're safe.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Trust me. You
yep,
gotta go read out. You gotta go read out.
vote read out.
But nobody did though.
He
He
kind of
was
was.
gunning. He was gunning for me the entire time, though.
Yeah, he
No,
was.
he was. He said that because if she would have put my name, then it would
Yeah.
have her 4 votes, and it would have done the same thing that it did to Emily, where like 4 of us voted for her, and then 1 vote was like on the other person, and that's like what
Oh.
she. So that's why he said my name because he wanted me out.
Okay, okay, I have to meet with, who's in that? Who are we all supposed to be voting for?
You and Susan are gonna vote Rita. I'm voting you. Emily's voting you. Rita's voting you. Dom's voting you.
A headache. Oh my God, I got a big headache because, I just didn't understand, like, he was really excited at the thought that he got to tell them that he was gonna vote me. So it leads me to believe that he was already telling them that. That kind of makes me hesitant on whether I could trust him or work with him going forward.
I'm telling you this right now. I hope it works. But if Dom and Rita both have an idol and they play it, I can't do anything. I'm trying to save you with this. I want Rita to go tonight. I'm not voting Rita, but with the information I have, Rita's going home.
No, nobody voted for you.
But he
Was
still
it-
wanted me to go home though, based on what Ashley had,
Mm-hmm.
and that's
Oh.
why he
Well,
didn't.
strategically, he kind of, if it could have played that way, which was kind of
It
nuts.
could have, yeah. It could have, yeah. Absolutely, I agree with that.
Because you're right. I think you said Mary was I think they were already kind of in that place of voting that way.
Yep.
But I'm still shocked that even though I actually didn't go with you, I guarantee I felt like she was gonna go with me. The Emily part to me, I just still didn't understand because even from a player wise, it
Yep.
would have made sense to vote that.
Well,
I just thought everybody was gonna. I voted for Dom. I thought Mary's gonna vote for Don, and Ashley said to vote for Dom, and then now you got a right
That's what's so
Rita
crazy because I'm like,
coming in here saying vote for Rita. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the hell?
yeah. Yep. That's what happened. Yeah, let's go to the tribal now because that's basically that was
That's
the
yeah,
it.
when
Yeah.
that's the spice right there. That's the spice of the sizzle.
Dang, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just think about how Survivor is, like, you just
And I don't know how I skated through it all. Nobody even voted for me that time.
I think in this we talked about it. I think me and Rita were like, is it Susan or Ashley? It's just like we're getting Ashley. And it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
I think we just said because we felt Ashley kind of controlled everything. It's
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
cut her out and then we'll be able to just kind of slice and dice from there. Like that
Yeah,
was the plan.
exactly. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, we weren't intentionally targeting you. It was
No,
just
right.
me.
Oh, I know that. I was just saying, like, I didn't know what was going on, I just thought you guys were mad at me still, so.
No, I think for me it was like I was targeting everyone that did vote out Jason, but then like Dom was like, "Yeah, let's vote out Ashley first before we vote out Susan."
Yeah,
And I was
right.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, even then, I was like, Dom was still like actually like saving you, Susan, and that's
I
like the
know, yeah.
it was like for me, it was just like like everyone's like numbers at this point, and like yeah, so it was just I don't know, but I feel like because essentially like on both teams, like Ashley was kind of the leader of that team.
Yeah.
I were the leaders of this team, or
Mhm.
we are legends. Like I
Yeah.
feel like we're like the bigger fish to fry with
Exactly.
everyone else. So
Yeah. So how
And then-
many people are left now? 7 was left here, right?
Yeah, because Tabitha's not there, right? 3. There's 8 of us, right? Because Tabitha
8 of
wants
us, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
5, 6, 7. Yeah, you're right. 8. So 7 was left after this.
Like,
Yeah.
the mindset of just, just whatever happens, then let me put the cards on the table.
Ashley, you look stressed. How are you feeling?
I don't know why she's so
It's just,
stressed.
I have that.
Was so stressed.
To beat me at any moment. I felt like that since the beginning of the game. If you're playing the game, you should at some point feel like the target could be you. So I'm like thinking to myself, like, however it goes down, I have had a blast.
I'm sorry, guys. I was doing DoorDash.
No hard feelings.
You were in the whip.
Like, I'm trying to do these deliveries while I'm playing this damn game.
You got the phone there.
Sorry.
I don't know. We're all nervous, I think. Yeah, who knows? I mean, who knows how any of it's gonna go, but we all have different
Yeah, I
ideas.
was so nervous.
Rita, how are you feeling about tonight's food?
I mean, I'm fine. I'm indifferent. It is what it is. So what happened? Have my team stacked, and yeah.
There's still a lot of team talk at the merge, Emily. How are you feeling about the team talk?
I never switched up on my team. Just because other people switched up does not mean that I switched up regardless.
Facts.
So
Like we came to this side, we leave in this side. That's all. I was no man left behind. That's our whole process. And you're right, Jason went so rogue with it. It was just like,
bro, he did.
if Jason could have said it. He could have said, you know what, D, this is what we're gonna do. And I just kind of just let Jason kind of go there because I'm thinking, well, damn. But like you said, the trust that they actually, I felt like, okay, we can do it. And it was just like Ashley had another way to kind of damn near turn the knife on Jason. I think that's what I thought. That was where I was just like, Ashley is the most dangerous player. I felt that after that. So it's like
that was like I gotta tell them.
Yeah.
No, I felt that too as soon as like when they put up that little like blue like thing and was like Jason got eliminated. And we were like,
what? Oh my gosh. I was shocked. That was I was literally like, dang, Jason, like
I know. the crazy funny part about it all is like he was still the the determining factor of like the whole entire game, which is hilarious to me. Like that's how much impact he had.
He had that much impact because that changed everything. Like that, you're right. That whole thing, a whole different game. Even Riazzo's craziness could have been different at that point. But it was just like, as soon as he did that, we were now broken. We were broken as like, okay, Susan's not with us. And now we're kind of straggling to just kind of, like you said, the Dar Muggsy was just kind of like, all right, let's just kind of, let's kind of break some other team down. Because I don't even think we thought about trying to bring them on.
You didn't.
Well, we didn't because Dar was such a wild card.
Yeah,
and
Dar was saying so much. And I think that's why we just took him out. And I think we didn't feel like they had. I think by the number wise, it was just like they also don't really trust Dar either, which is kind of crazy because they could have flipped it.
Well, I think Ashley would have had Dar as a vote as well, though. That's the crazy part because she did kind of have a little alliance with him in the beginning, but he didn't like solidify it with her. It was just like it was like more of an open thought. But Dar was like he was willing to take out anybody that he could.
Yeah.
And that's why he was also a wild card, even though we probably them. I don't know, or they would have gotten us out.
Right. I think we just didn't. We couldn't. Yeah. They just felt so. Just their energy was just like, damn. They might be on us too.
Right.
Muggsy was just. She'd have those moments.
So alliances and people working together, and so it's just a different type of team now. Like it's team by choice, not by random. It's the people you want to work with the most, the people you connect with well, and so that's your new team.
Dom, how are you gonna pick your targets?
Well, for me, like I said, I mean, I think it's really comes just down to the competition. Obviously, talent not being here, one of my things is like stability is availability, right? So that just makes it weird because I really ain't got to talk to her yet. So it's gonna come down to that. Like I said, we're getting down to these final pickings. So it's just kind of like, me, I'm all about the competition part of it. So
Ashley, how are you determining your vote tonight?
I'm gonna meditate and I'm gonna go wherever the spirit of this game takes me.
I'm gonna meditate.
Has this
I
tribe
feel
thought
that.
about advantages, Mary?
Well, I mean, it was talked about like when we were like when Muggsy got voted out.
Yeah, so.
There was like discussion about whether or not she actually had an immunity idol that she claimed to have.
right.
So there's that.
Riazzo, are there any
Dom, what were you thinking? Like you were smiling like you were thinking something else.
It was just like, that's funny that they brought up Muggsy's item because I'm like, I'm about to play my shit. I think that's what I was thinking at the time. I was like, the funny thing is, I'm not joking about this. I got it. So I think what she was saying that I'm like, yeah, Muggsy with that fake idol. And I'm like, that everybody knew she didn't have. It was just kind of like, and I just was like, I just was looking like, I'm definitely playing this. Because I just in my head, I'm like, Dar had that. And I was just like, there's no reason not to take this now because you don't want to just be sitting there with something that you had. And that's exactly what I was thinking.
Now, did Mary know that Ashley had her advantage?
Oh, I'm sure she did.
I'm sure she did because Mary and Ashley were so tight. So I'm sure she kind of.
Mary lied her ass off right there. She
Mary was-
she put all of that energy into Muggsy's fake idol.
Yeah. Now Mary said
Mary
the
was
funniest
such
thing
a
is
secret
when Mary
weapon.
would talk, she would talk, but when she wouldn't, I'd be like, "Dang, Mary!" Like Mary kind of had like a good like poker face, and then she'd be times where she'd be like really like trying to say some things.
Exactly. Yeah, that's funny.
tonight that's been made?
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of different things in this game. I think there's a lot of different factors that are gonna play into tonight's vote. And I'm just happy I'm safe. It's like a watch
Susan, are you worried about advantages tonight?
Who has them? I don't know.
Who has advantages?
I'm on slow mode, everything.
That's the fear, it's like who has one and
Anyone
what
want
is
to call
it?
one out? No?
Dom,
Riazzo, he knew damn well who all had advantage
Dang,
over
we
him.
always don't know everything. Riazzo, the
I'm like,
mind
you could have
reader.
just.
That's why I laughed and said, "Oh, who has them?" Because I already, I mean, he was totally telling everybody about everybody's.
Terrible, terrible Riazzo.
Mhm.
Any final thoughts on your vote tonight?
It's business, you know what I'm saying? That's,
It's
and just like you said,
business.
it's fun. Obviously, you know how we started, we had to kind of vote people who just didn't show up, so.
It's not
Like I said, this is
personal.
kind of taken through,
It was.
gotta have to play, so that's just like what I'm saying, is vote is a vote.
How about you, Emily?
You know, like to jump off that, like we are legends. Well, you know, we got kind of left with all of our votes in the beginning of like no shows and people join the team. So, you know, tonight I think there's gonna be an opportunity to just vote out a no show or to take a shot at like a bigger threat. And then that's what's gonna come down to tonight, I think.
Riazzo, do you think a big set's going to be out tonight?
I think everyone that's at this tribal is a big threat. Everyone's a threat. Everyone has their own qualities to the game. Everyone's playing a great game. Whoever goes is a great player.
We're all a threat.
We're all over it.
We're all like, we're all good players because here we are. Like,
Sometimes I sound so stupid.
Oh, you're not.
You're honestly right. Like for real, like everybody was definitely like
Yeah,
you could never everybody had the potential to just change the whole game.
yeah.
Well, and the crazy part is too, yeah, we could have totally voted out Tabitha because like she wasn't
Yeah.
even like during this whole thing, and but no one talked about that because there was just like bigger fish to
Exactly.
fry. So
It was just still kind of the floater. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I think
yeah,
it felt. And I felt like I think we really felt Tabitha was kind of easy to be swayed at that point too, because
Yeah, I
she didn't
totally
feel,
forgot about
she
her.
didn't
Yeah.
feel as
Like
aligned
she
with
was just,
She
yeah.
felt more like with the Muggsy thing, we got it. And that's why I was just like, all right, that was kind of to
Yeah.
help. I think voting out Muggsy was because I think we thought we could help then Tabitha. That's beneficial for Tabitha.
well,
Right.
Emily and I
Yeah.
versus trust with her as well because before the whole Jason got voted out, Jason actually was building that like relationship with Tabitha, and so she
Yeah.
had that trust. And then Emily and I were building that relationship with Tabitha, not knowing that Ashley at the time, like that was like her main person. But like, and that's why we kept.
Oh, come on. Sorry, my dog fell.
Yeah.
Hey, go on.
But that's why we
Okay.
kept Tabitha around because it was like, and that's why Ashley and I had that understanding was like, Ashley said, you can trust Tabitha. And I said, you can trust Jason. And so
Yeah.
that it was just like, I feel like that's why she was easily swayed too, just because it was just like she was going back and forth with that decision between like both of us.
Right.
We could have voted her
yeah,
out
no,
too.
no, we're all about equal, really. So it's just.
We're all equal.
I
We
think
are all
some people
equal.
just have made their
Yeah,
moves,
yeah, I know.
but everybody has their strengths. Like with the exiles and stuff, like that can be seen by everybody.
Ashley, what was that about? Who made moves publicly? What was she talking
I don't
about?
know.
Like you said, I think sometimes Emily just started vomiting at the mouth to where it's just like Ashley was anytime you say something, Ashley was ready just to cut. She's ready to take it, like you said, and project it into something else. That's
Yeah.
one thing Ashley was definitely doing. And she'd like create like fires. I'm like, you would see like it'd be a branch, and then she'd just throw gasoline on all that shit.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, that's what it felt like. It was
Yeah, she like, you know what? Light a fucking fire, like bonfire this. And it's like, hold on, we were just having a little graham crackers and some s'mores. It's like
Oh,
burn
man.
that shit.
I think you know they're wonderful people, and
Agreed.
at this point it gets so hard because everyone is so genuine and nice
Yeah.
to know. But
None of the votes are gonna be easy at this point, so.
And Rita's like, yeah, whatever. The votes are pretty simple.
You said what?
I think you were like, yeah, the votes are gonna be the votes. Like that's when that like if the heel was there, that's when Rita, you were starting to become the heel because you were like, yeah. This is what I'm doing.
Yep, yep.
I was just like, bro, like I was
Fuck
like,
you, you're cool. You were straight half baked on it. You're cool. Fuck you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
no, was like, hurry up, let's just hurry up and like void all this fluff right now. Like
You're like, get this out the way. Get this out the way. Yeah, Nick. Yeah.
You
Forget
got to
it.
go to your house. You got more food to
You're like,
deliver.
you were definitely in delivery mode at that point.
I really was. I was like, hurry up, guys, hurry up.
Yeah. This doesn't need to be too much longer.
You're thinking anything could happen tonight. That's all.
So Ashley, just because, I mean, really just trying to get out the other team at this point, and yeah, just trying to get out the other team. I just want to team. We are legends.
I vote for Ashley just because Ashley, like I said, is kind of, she has a little dominance between her and Susan and Mary. So I'm just like, I think that'd be the person to take out just because she has, strength there. And I haven't seen eye to eye with her.
I'm voting Ashley tonight. It's not personal, it's just game, and yeah, sorry.
Tonight, Ashley, I know you're not going home. I'm hoping that Rita listens to me and the Dom listens to what Mary have a vote. I'm voting you, Ashley, but I hope it's coming in. Rita, love you. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm still here, bro.
He's gonna be my target till he leaves because he voted on me, so.
I'm voting Dom.
She said he's gonna be my target until I leave.
I was just like, I know that part, and that's just like, it was like no secret there, and I'm like, that's why I was very shocked because even when me and Mary talked, like in our chat, I'm like, yeah, Mary's definitely not telling me something, so it's like that's obvious.
You know what would have been hilarious if like we would have been like, if we would have got one of these chats like one-on-ones, we would have been like, okay guys, like there's no hostility here, but we already know like you guys have gameplay against us.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
you don't have to hide.
Yeah.
Let's not hide it for the sake of the Shack chat. Exactly. We know where we stand here.
Exactly. That would have been funny.
If it's a false reason to play it, then, so be it, but we're getting down to the wire. I'm not gonna be able to play it anyway, so I am gonna play tonight just because I do believe there is a large number of votes gonna be on me. However, I'm not voting Rita, I'm voting whatever votes are coming on.
That's crazy, bro.
It's crazy to me.
Emily.
Alrighty.
That's
It's the results.
crazy.
If anybody has an advantage and wants to use it, now would be the time to do so.
I do have an advantage.
Who would you like to do here?
Block the vote.
Damn, I should have blocked Ashley's vote. But I don't-
When you said that, my face was like, I thought you were blocking Ashley's vote.
I know,
really thought
yeah,
we
I didn't
talked
know.
about
When you
that.
said Tabitha, I was like, huh?
I was just like, who? I was like, why? Because Tabitha's vote was gonna be like,
Because Riazzo, I still had that little bit of trust in him left, and he was like, block Tabitha's vote. And I was like, okay.
oh really? Okay, I didn't even. Okay,
Oh,
because
Yeah.
I'm thinking like Tabitha. In my mind, I was just like, but why? Like
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, her vote would be. I felt 99% sure of what. You know what I'm saying? Ashley's vote was gonna be me. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
if you block that, and I can already block that, then we don't
Right.
have to worry about. And then Emily had the idol too. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think Emily could have played that either way.
Bro, she should have played that shit.
She should have
regardless.
played it. She should have played it.
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
then,
yeah.
then she literally could have blocked. Because then Ashley, even with Ashley's switch a vote, how do you can't switch a vote on somebody who has an idol?
Right,
Right.
right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Crazy.
Who's on tonight? Is everyone here?
You could block anyone's vote, yes.
Okay, it'll be Tabitha.
Okay, Alice's vote has been blocked.
I would use my immunity idol, so block vote against me.
Dom is using an immunity idol. Any votes against Dom tonight will not count.
Damn, he wasted that shit, Dom.
Anything else?
I'm like,
But we
counted the
didn't-
vote wise. If Ashley,
We didn't know. We didn't know.
we didn't know, and I was just like,
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be 3-4 because Tabitha, was there, and I was just like, well, then that'd be good. And then with Emily, I was 100% sure Ashley was going home. I didn't know she had the idol thing, but I was just like, with what we had and what we did, I was just like, there's no way, and that's why I'm just like, Emily damn near did it to herself.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I even think after her hearing me use the idol, I don't know why she didn't say, well, like, if they vote for Dom, I know that they can't vote Dom, so they could be voting me. I don't know. I don't know what Emily's
Maybe
head was at
Riazzo
right there.
got that because I missed a I don't know if like they had a conversation, but
I
maybe
think they
Riazzo
did.
told her, hey, like they're gonna switch the vote on Rita, and maybe that's why. I don't
Maybe
know.
that's why. But I still, I don't know. But she didn't even trust him. She didn't trust anything.
No.
At the end, Emily felt like she really didn't trust nothing. So that's what I'm just like. But then I think she didn't trust so much that she stopped trusting even herself. Because in her
Yeah,
gut,
yeah.
I think she knew she should have played it.
Exactly. I agree.
Dom, which does not count. The next vote is for Dom, which does not count. The next vote is for Emily, which will count. The next
So like Emily,
for
I don't know who voted. I voted you. So I
right?
don't
That's as soon as I saw Emily's vote, that was like, oh shit. Like that was my oh shit moment. Because I'm
Yeah.
just like, hold on.
I didn't know that either. Like everybody I thought was voting on you, Dom. I was like, oh yeah, I'll vote Dom. They switched the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
That whole thing.
Everybody lied to everybody.
Yep.
Emily, which will count. Next vote.
Well, who voted for Emily? How come there is so many votes for Emily?
Switch based on the because Ashley had
Oh,
the
okay.
change of
Ashley
vote.
said Emily, so then it turned two of them into or two
It
into
turned
three.
all of our votes because that's on in my head. I'm like, how in the fuck?
Yeah.
If I know the votes were for me, and I'm sure that was going that way, I'm just like, how is it so many Emily votes?
Yeah. No, and you and I were completely in the dark about this.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah. This said us different.
yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
Sorry, you have been voted out. You will be in the jury with Muggsy tomorrow, just so you know, with good old Muggsy. But
I wasn't even expecting that at all. Like I was like, what? Like
let me read the vote real quick. It was one block was vote, one vote was blocked. So it was 4, 2, 1.
I'm just shocked, but honestly.
No, one wasn't for you.
God, he still has to talk, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It wasn't for you, wasn't for you.
Not personal.
Oh man, that was such a hard elimination. Like Jason hit us bad enough, but then when Emily got voted out, we're just like,
Emily hurt. Like my heart sunk right there because
I
I was just
know.
like, how?
I know.
Like Jason was hard, but the Emily was so much more shocking to me. Like Jason was hard, but it's just like Emily, like really, like she's the sweetest. And I'm just, but now when I look back on it, because I didn't know she was doing all that talking, I'm like, damn, Emily, you damn near put your target on your back.
Yeah.
She definitely did like a lot more talking during these last couple episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here we go. So Rita blocked Tabitha's random vote, which was for Mary. Susan and Mary voted Dom, which was blocked by his immunity idol. And then Rita, Dom, Emily, and Riazzo voted for Ashley. So in realization, Ashley would have been voted out. Ashley voted for Emily and used her swap a vote to swap the amount of votes between Emily and herself.
Between those, but between them shouldn't even have been that many votes.
Well,
swap a vote between them.
And if she would have switched it, damn near, there was no way. Emily literally could have, because even if she switched it on me, she would have. We literally had Ashley tied.
Vote, I just don't understand. One swap a vote, you can change one vote, right? Only like
no, you can change like the amount of votes.
Okay, but
so like because Dom, me, and Riaz for Ashley, that's what switched that number to 4-1 because she voted for Emily, which it resulted into 1.
So then it takes you guys all your guys' votes towards her plus 3 equals 4, right? Oh,
which is crazy because she knew Emily had an immunity, or maybe she forgot it. So that was the craziest thing. Emily literally told her, and then she literally could have sealed her fate because even if she switched that on Emily, I think it technically would have went right back to Ashley then, right?
Well, Emily had me fooled because I didn't think Emily was going to vote for Ashley because the way she talked to Ashley, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And
Like, I mean, I thought she was like literally gonna try to be on Ashley's side. Like that was weird, you know?
and I think some of that may have been a front with Emily
Yeah,
too.
it probably was, but yeah, I'm sure it was. But I mean, at first, that shocked me right there. You know what I mean? Because just the way she had talked to her earlier. But yeah,
Right.
it's weird, you know, like everything's
Well,
a shock. This game's a trip. Like this game is a total trip.
Dawn, we know now what happened. How do you feel about this?
I'm still in shock and awe. Like I was so like hurt then, but just
Yeah.
with everything that happened right there, I think after this I was like, oh shit, like we are getting torn up because it just felt like we already know Riazo, and in my mind is I'm like it's gonna be me and Rita just now having to fight all of them. You know what I'm
Yup.
saying? That's how
Yeah,
I felt.
yeah.
I was just like, damn, we are now like we're sitting ducks. I felt because Emily was definitely. I think that we could. I could saw you them voting for you because of the issue, but I'm like Emily. Like, how did she get
Yeah.
herself to the point where that was
Yeah.
that many votes? Because I didn't know that what Ashley had, but I still thought it was just like this is where it's kind of
Yeah.
getting nuts, and it just now I'm just excited to see how the hell the next episode played out because
Oh, I
this is so
I
crazy.
can I know I know the next episode shit.
I was like, I don't even remember everything that
It's
happened.
what's a double elimination.
When I look and see this one, like I remember this episode.
Yeah,
I remember this.
talk about it too much.
I remember playing it
Oh,
so
I know.
well
It
that I
said it in
remember
the
this.
end. Nick has said it in the end on this one. He has like the preview for next week. He said it was a double elimination.
Which is crazy because I don't even remember how that even went down. So
Me either, dude. Me
that's what
either.
I'm saying. I'm ready
I
to
don't
see it 'cause
either,
I'm
but
like,
I have a feeling I know, but I don't know. Like so,
yeah.
we should know. Like we were there, but I'm like I don't remember either.
I don't remember.
I don't
I don't
either.
remember the game. I don't remember what we played. I just remember it was just
I
like
know. I don't either.
I remember I was just like, shit, we gotta do this.
It was a
Yeah.
blur.
I know you're absolutely right.
Bro, who's so
Played us. Our Rizzo is a flip flop.
Like I felt
My phone might die, but
do a little bit more just to get back to comfortable.
Yeah, he's feeling the hot seat.
Would you be comfortable with voting Rita?
I am probably listening to her too much. Rizzo or whatever voted Ashley out, and that was not like we thought he was on our side or whatever.
Susie comes out is kind of random, but I think she goes about with what Ashley said. And obviously, Ashley and Rita don't go together. So if he did switches Tabitha out, like trying to get Tabitha with her, oh, and then maybe Rizzo will kind of come back.
Maybe.
Life is indeed a double elimination.
Crazy.
So, yeah, like any final thoughts, guys? Like what that episode was intense. So
that was a good one.
That was a good one. I thought like you said, I thought Riazo was definitely like he took the cake on that whole episode. It was like the Riazo episode. But like I said, I think Riazo's like a maze. He starts going so many directions that now he damn near can't even remember what side he's supposed to go out of. And I think
now he's gonna now let's see what happens, you know, because now he's screwed, like kind of. I mean, everybody's gonna be mad at him now.
We said it at the end,
Everybody's gonna be mad.
but the thing is, he damn near put the target right the same way. He put Ashley to the point where she's like, she damn near is not even looking at me and Rita no more at that point.
Right.
that was kind of like our little saving grace there because Rialzo kind of like put that hot seat on himself because he even said last like preview, like now I have to do some damage control.
Yeah.
Because he was close, and I bet you Emily really felt like he was gonna save her, and that's why I don't think she played her idol.
Right. He told her, I think, at one point not to.
Mm-hmm. Which is crazy.
Yeah, well, and I don't know if Nick had that conversation in there because I watched it last night and I didn't see him saying that.
No. Well, he said I got you or something, so I don't know.
He's like, I want to protect you this round, and I think Emily kind of. But that's why I was just like, Emily got so lost in trying to do everything else that
But he said that
to protect herself, and I'm like,
He said that before she told him. As a matter of fact, he said that before she told him that she had that she had that idol. Remember? And he goes, well, "Why didn't you tell me?" Like, she goes, "Oh, I thought I did." Yeah.
See, and those are
Yep.
those key words you're gonna have to watch from each player that they say, like, hey, I'm gonna protect you this round. Okay, but what
Yep.
about the other
Yeah,
rounds?
what
Like,
about following up after that?
right, what makes you
Yep.
loyal for those other rounds? Like, those are like those key words, like where you do have to start to decipher these players. Because
Yeah.
like there could be a point in time, like, hey, we could all be playing this again, and we're gonna be playing it against like some pretty big wig people that like have gone really far in this game. So that's gonna be like it's gonna be a whole other little
Yeah.
I don't even know what to call it really, but yeah, because I think Nick might be trying to get something together in
Oh
the
yeah,
future.
especially when he's doing these episodes with some of them, because I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know all
He's
those people like that, but
He's
the way
probably
they're
on there
talking,
right now. We should probably go watch his thing, probably, huh?
yeah. But I
Yeah,
would definitely love to play against them because I'm like the way they critique, I'm like we would dust the floor with some of y'all because I'm just like I don't even know how y'all can think y'all know what you're saying and then it's gonna be the opposite of what you're thinking, which is
Yeah.
hilarious to me.
Yeah.
well, and if you notice, a lot of them when they talk about critiquing us, like they're talking about based on like their own gameplay. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
we watch out for that because like in the beginning, like Alex said, he was like he made a comment because I said that Jason might be like an Alex player, and
Yeah.
but he did like a reverse psychology and was like, well, Rita would be someone to watch out for because like maybe she's going to be more of like a player that that's like me instead of Jason.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Realization, like I have not played like Alex this entire season,
Not at all.
so it's like, yeah, it's like you really have to watch like because they like to play a lot of games, bro. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
they're
gonna
super
be
gamed
coming.
out. And I think that's a gift and a curse because I'm thinking like if you over game, I was just
Yeah.
like psychologically, I don't think you could match the
Yeah.
same. Like we're playing chess,
Right.
I think of some things that I don't think they could understand. Like there was
Right.
levels of what we were doing, and I think this is what they'll see next episodes because
Yeah.
there was always some mind tricking that it was very much like
Yeah.
this is what we have to go with.
Yeah.
Hey,
And I
my
feel
phone's gonna die, you guys, but I'm gonna go because my phone's gonna die. But
Yeah.
I will see you next week.
All
love
right,
having
sister.
you on here. Thank
Yes.
you.
Okay.
Fun.
All right, guys. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Bye.
But so
Bye.
I
This
think
is
that
How do I go off
dude,
there?
if we end up playing this game with him, it's like it's gonna come down to who wants to play like a more like crazier game, like who wants to. But it kind of goes to show though that like loyalty does play like a big part in this because like when people start to not trust you, that paranoia starts to sink in, and then it's just like a no one knows how you're swinging kind of a thing.
You're right.
And
I think that's the biggest thing. Like
yeah,
there's the logic and emotion, right? Logically, you're right. She should have voted you, but
yeah,
emotionally, Emily put herself out there so much that she was
right,
damn near forcing the hand to take Emily out. Because I
exactly.
think she even saw Emily, like I think you being so much straightforward, she's like, I know where you stand.
Yeah,
So it's just like,
exactly.
and I think Emily kind of put herself to where it's just like the same with Riazzo. Like, but when you start, like you said, once you become so untrustworthy, that's
Yeah,
the bigger target than even the competition.
yeah.
Because
Well,
it's
and I
just like,
think and say if like we did play around with these players, like with these past players, that's going to be something that they're going to have to be really good at doing is like
mhm,
perceiving the eye and like not
mhm,
being paranoid, especially if they're wanting to like do those kind of trickster moves where it's like we're
mhm.
going to kind of trick everyone because you can't really fake that after you're kind of like being paranoid on the screen. Like it's really hard for you to to do that on the screen. Like I don't know.
Mhm,
I've watched a lot of these past episodes and you can just tell like when someone is just like starting to like feel like
mhm.
that game and they're just paranoid and you're like,
Yeah, the
okay,
gamesmanship's out the way. That's exactly. I think that, like you said, the paranoia actually took Emily out because I think she
exactly.
was so lost into thinking about everything else that she didn't think about. Okay, well, hold on. Regardless,
Yeah.
I can protect myself.
Right, right. Exactly. Well, until next
Until
episode.
next time.
Oh man, I honestly don't remember
I don't even
anything.
remember it. That's what I'm saying. Like for real. Like at the end of this episode, I'm like, we're now done. Like I felt like,
Yeah,
how are we gonna overcome the fact that they have at least 4 to us to the 2.5?
exactly.
Because Riazzo was definitely the half at that point. Because I'm like,
I don't know.
Because
I
I
don't
was
know
just
how.
like, I felt like he voted for Emily. Like I didn't know
Yeah.
about the whole switch, but I'm like, he switched on us to the point where we was just like, damn, how did
I
we
don't
not
know
see that?
how we swang this shit, to be honest. Like I
Yes.
know that I had the one more advantage. I don't know if I used that or not. I don't know if we won
I
these
did have
games.
another advantage. I don't know if I had. I think I had another one. I don't know. Yeah, because after XL,
I don't
I don't know.
fucking know.
Right, right. We can't say too much, but I know it's
I
gonna be good.
know.
I know it's
I
gonna
know.
be good.
I know. All right, man. Are you
All
coming
right,
up?
Narita. I'll holla.
Huh?
I said, yeah. I'll see you next week.
All right.
All
Have a
right.
good one. Bye.
Yeah. See you now.